Welcome to On the Chain. This is Jeff for a special Election Day results 2024, Trump versus Harris. We are going to dig in and get into election results. So come join, give a quick shout out where you are tuning in from. Join us over here on YouTube or on X. If you're on X, give some comments and a shout out from X. If you're on YouTube, give a shout out and some comments over here on YouTube as you guys join in. So, big night tonight, focused on the election day results of 2024. Who is going to pull off the big victory? And I guess that's what we're going to be covering. And as we go through it, we're going to talk, workshop a little bit, and see what kind of impact these election results are going to have on crypto. And I think they're coming in fast and furious as we get this thing going. If you guys are ready to start, I'm ready to start. I think we need to kick this thing off. Man, I'm looking for our stuff. And it just where's all of our where are all of our brands and our video clips and our intros and our outros and our music and all the amazing things that we always have here. It's almost like they got rid of everything. I don't even know where we're supposed to go with this. I got the open, the outro, but where's our key music? I don't know what they did with it. Oh well, but we're gonna kick this thing off right now. Let's go.
Welcome to On the Chain.
Welcome to On the Chain special election day results 2024. StreamYard messing with our brand. What is going on with that? Where'd all of our stuff go? Now we're gonna have to get into it. All of our sound effects gone. Got background music, no sound effects. Lucky that that we got the backgrounds, our whole countdown or our music gone. What is going on? Are they preparing for the inevitable victory here? Got banners. The banners are there. All of my brand gone. I don't get it. I don't get it. What is going on? Oh well. As you guys join in, give a quick shout out to where you're tuning in from. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. Who is winning? Who is losing? I'm going to pull up the screen over here on the other screen that's over there so we can share and watch and comment and maybe pull up some videos. Let's see what we got. We'll pull up different election results. See where we're at right here. We got some presidential results are in. That's what we got. Let's do a quick glimpse of everything that's going on. What is this? We're having trouble streaming to X. This might be an issue on X's end. We'll keep trying and let you know. Please check X to ensure the stream looks okay. Something is amiss. Why is it tonight that there are streaming issues and StreamYard issues over here? It doesn't make any sense, but it looks like one of our streaming platforms is down. We might have to adjust, might have to bring up another one. Let me see what's going on here. Let's try to oh, there we go. We're back live. Okay. Chip is live. That's what's going on. All right. Let's go back over here. Let's take a look. Let's look at the different formats. What format do we like for right now? I like that one, that one, that one. Let's go with this one. All right. Where is, oh, you know what? I moved my laptop way over here. And I've got my trackpad is now on the right side instead of directly in front of me. This is going to be interesting how we're going to manipulate this. So where are we at? Florida. What do we got with Florida here? We've got 55.6% going to Trump. Trump already over here showing 95. That's pretty interesting. The Electoral College. What do we have here? We've got 53.7%. Already calling Florida. Oklahoma called for Trump. Look at that. We don't even have a percentage in yet. Got Mississippi calling for Trump. Alabama, Georgia. It's a little pinkish, but we got Trump leading by 56% right now. South Carolina, red, heading towards, not called yet, but leaning towards Trump. Indiana, West Virginia, Kentucky, they got a good number of the votes in, 38% reporting right now. Look at this. Texas, 81%. We got 1%. 1%. That's it. 1% reported. Tennessee. Did I say Texas? Tennessee. Texas, which is what I was looking at, why I said that, has got 11% reported, 49.6 for Kamala, and 49.1 for Trump. What is going on over there? That's got a flip. That makes no sense that Texas is leaning that way right now. And then we've got Vermont 25% called in. Big lead in Vermont. Something amiss in Vermont. Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, even a pale shade of blue. Maryland, 0% reporting. DC, no results. Look at this whole country is all just no results. What are you guys seeing out there? What are you guys seeing on the Massachusetts Deaton race, if anything? Let's look at some key points here. Florida, Trump. Look at that. 87. Now, you look at all these states, right? We got 87% reported in Florida, 36 in what is going on in Georgia? Why does Georgia only have 36% reported? That's what we need to figure out. That's what we want to know. Rick Scott, come on. 55%. Did anyone really think that whoever was running against Rick Scott had a chance over there? I just don't think it. AP calls for Elizabeth Warren. Well, tell you what, that was would be anticipated. If AP is already going to call it, we'll pull that up. Let's go down the list here. Sherrod Brown, Ohio. Alyssa Slotkin. Look at all these blues reporting here. PA, Texas, Arizona, expecting some results around 10 p.m. So we have a good 2 hours until we get some results pouring in on that. See what kind of things are coming up here. U.S. House. See if they've called anything. We'll have to look that up here. I'm going to go in and we'll look up. Let's see what's going on over in Florida. Florida is a key state. So let's see. Florida election results. Let's go to some live results. Here we go. We just want Florida. I want all Florida results. Live update. What would be the best one? Let's see. No. Oh, here's some calling elections all over the place. Let's get rid of this. The AP has got see, what did the AP pull up? AP, yes. So this all happened over the past 10 minutes. We got Trump, South Carolina, Trump, Florida, Harris, Rhode Island, all the ones I already called, just reading back down the list. Massachusetts, Connecticut, go to Harris. Tennessee, Oklahoma, go to Trump. Maryland to Harris. AP calls the race. Trump wins Alabama. Mississippi up. And there's, I guess, some threats going on at Georgia polling places. So we're going to have to get an update on that to see what's going on in Georgia. Anything to try to stop the vote over in Georgia. So let's see what we got going on. of the 100, when was this? 14 minutes ago. Of the 177 polling places in Georgia's Fulton County, 32 received bomb threats on Tuesday. Wow, 32 bomb threats called into polling places. Each voting location's hours have been extended for as long as they were closed. The extension ranged from 10 minutes at one location to 45 minutes at two others. So let's go down here. What else is going on? Oh, this is old news. I don't want the old news. I want the new news. Missouri election worker was killed in flash flood. What's going on in Missouri? Did that just happen, or was that from a couple days ago? Wow. 2 election workers in southern Missouri died when their cars were swept away by a fast flooding creek. The deaths were among 5 in Missouri blamed on flash floods that followed torrential rains across the state. Wow, look at that. Amazing. All right, what else we have here? What are you guys seeing out there? Like what is there? Like anything that stands out? Are you seeing any articles of any type of corruption going on at any of the seeing anything going on at the polls in any of the states that you guys are in? Some local news. If you guys want to post it, anything that you're seeing, anything that you're hearing specifically. And then if you guys were watching stocks today, which I thought was, pretty impressive, actually. If you guys have been following Palantir stock over a period of time here, and if you've seen what happened today with Palantir stock, it's really, really amazing. I mean, massive gains on Palantir today. Let me pull up a chart on this. You see if I can pull it up real quick. Hang on. Here we go. So let me pull this over into the screen. Here we go. So Palantir, big gains today, 23%, closed up $9.69, $9, almost $10, was up over $10 at one point for the day. It was up over 24% on the day. If you look at this 5-day growth, look at this spike here, right? We had a big growth on Monday, and then it just keeps riding this curve that just the past 5 days, just massive gains. Look at this. Look at that curve. Things are going on. They're reported just big numbers over at Palantir. It's been on a steady ride for the past 6 months. We've had a couple little peaks over here. This is just a massive gain right there. Look at that. Year to date on the Palantir. Year to date, man, January 3rd, Palantir was sitting at $16.09, closes today at $51. 51. Obviously, we've had some ups and downs here, but it's really been on this steady growth cycle since it kind of bottomed over here back in 2023. Let's say 22, 2023, it really bottomed out, hit some, and if we look at back of 2021 with a height of around $34, it's IPO'd at around $9.20 IPO on the Palantir stock back in 2020. But just look at this phenomenal growth. I mean, they're putting up, and they announced their performance has just been fantastic. I mean, really fantastic. So we gotta take a look and see, all those great things that are going on. See any movement here? There's got to be some polls that are closed, some numbers that are being announced. All right, let's see. Let's go into all right. Oh, it's gonna go over to CoinGecko. See how the crypto markets are responding to the election day and kind of waiting to see this turnover, this change from the Biden Harris administration back over to Trump, right? So as we kind of scroll down through here, Bitcoin hitting on all cylinders in the $70,000 range right now. It's 71,000 up. What is that? 4.9% over the last 24 hours. Here we go. Much better, much better. Zoomed in like that. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go over here. There we go. Ethereum up about 4.5% as well over the past 24 hours. And now let's scroll where, look at that. Solana is making some big gains, almost at 10% over the past 24 hours. And look at the volume. Got 4.7 billion in volume over at Solana. In the 24-hour volume, Bitcoin at 58 billion. Now let's scroll. Let's see where XRP is. XRP putting up some massive numbers here. Also 3.5% up at 50, almost 52 cents. There you go. 7-day down 0.8%. Bitcoin down 1.3%. And Ethereum's down 5.2%. That's the Doge is riding high. Look at that. 24-hour as well as the 7-day forecast on the Doge, riding higher than any other asset in the market at 5.2% for a 7-day gain. Everything else is just depressed. The SHIB 24-hour gains at 8.6%. So overall, I'd have to say 24-hour, we're seeing some big gains overall in the crypto markets. If you want to have a 10%, 5 to 10% gain, right now it's in the crypto space. It's over with Palantir with a 23% gain. So we're getting some interesting reverberation in the financial markets, both crypto and traditional. See what else we have. Anything else recognizable? Where is, think Litecoin, there it is at the 24 spot with a 1.9% gain. I'm looking for XLM. I must have scrolled right past it. I'm not sure. Where's XLM? Where's Stellar? Stellar, come on. Where is, there it is. Stellar with a 4% 4% gain as well. There you go. Man, I'll tell you, we are seeing this is the whole world is watching right now, right? The whole world is holding their breath, understanding that this is a seismic shift of I mean, it's really of epic proportion because it's a seismic shift from the direction over the past 3.5 years, going on 4 years, that has been moving this country and the world's been following into this path, kind of of not even really socialism. It's socialism, anti-freedom, government control, government expansion. Government knows best. Government pays for everything on the taxpayer's dime. Government buys votes. All this chaos that's been erupting. And then we have this insecurity in the United States because of an open border crisis that has caused just immense pain and hardship for many people that have been directly impacted, those that are on the border, that live in border states that have been directly impacted, to those in these sanctuary cities that have illegals running amok. You're going to bring in one Ohio community that had a population of 30,000, and they bring 30,000 people in from Africa that are just not properly assimilated to being in the United States or in Ohio, let alone in a community in Ohio in the United States. They're just not assimilated there. They don't. There was no expectation. They were just dumped into the general populace, and that's not how it's done. That's not how this country is run. There's a path. There's legal citizenship, and there's illegal entry into this country. And when they come in illegally, and then they're flowing or bust or whatever it is into different parts of our country, to the detriment of the country. You need a secure, without a secure border, you have no country. Without a common language and a common culture, you have no country. Our culture in the United States, there is a very recognizable US culture, and it's one that is based on our Constitution. It's one that is based on freedom. It's one that people all around the world have respected. And even now, when people lie and they talk about the increase of racism and all these different things that have been happening here, you still have people from all over the world that will do anything to come here. Yet the left has embraced anti-Semitism, racism, fascism, socialism, Marxism, anti-freedom. They're an anti-freedom caucus. They're anti-free speech. They're anti-corporation. They're anti-Second Amendment. They're anti your body, your choice, unless it has to do with the murder of an unborn fetus. They'll dictate to you. They'll force you to take vaccines or injections, even when it's not necessary. It's just one thing after another, after another, after another, which is why you're seeing a departure of so many Democrats from their party, because even those members of the Democrat Party realize that the party that they belong to has now become a fascist, socialist, totalitarian-minded party that believes in everything that is anti this country, and they want to take away from those with means. They want to take away from the producers, and they want to give to those who are demanding handouts. And this election cycle means everything. This election cycle really needs to bring about the betterment of society, needs bring about the betterment for the whole world, because we have people from the UK to Asia to Africa to Latin America, around the world, that are pulling for the right outcome, for Donald Trump to become victorious, and for this country to be a leader onto the free world, not a follower onto the poor world. Kamala Harris represents everything that is not American. She represents everything that is against the Constitution, against freedom of speech, against the Second Amendment. It's all about Trump has to win. It's been voiced again by people from all over the world that understand exactly what's at stake. People have come here from all parts of the world to escape exactly what this party is driving, or for the Democrat Party is driving this country into. And you don't have to look too far, because you just go south of the border to where our border has been penetrated. We have an illegal entry. We have an invasion at our southern border coming from hostile nations, with mass numbers of people coming over here that are trying to claim some sort of a sanctuary status. And they need to come in here legally. And we cannot have what we've been suffering for so long. The fact that we had a dismantling of our oil production, of our energy resources, that DEI has been dictating the outcome of corporation, that you can't do anything. They had an SEC led by Gary Gensler that put DEI above individual investor rights. They thought DEI was more critical. They thought investors cared about DEI, so they would make sure that corporations had to pay millions and millions of dollars to prepare themselves for whatever it was on the DEI scale. Just absolute chaos. Joe Butt. So I want to address this because I think it was a massive mistake that John Deaton made for not supporting Trump. Now, you can play the political game. You can try to appease those Democrats that are, or the left that are controlling Massachusetts. At the end of the day, though, you have to stick by your own conviction. I wouldn't have done that. That is his campaign. John Deaton is brave. He's heroic. He's done amazing things. Just because I don't agree with it doesn't mean that I don't have the most in respect for John Deaton. And then to take on this behemoth organization and to go up against Elizabeth Warren, who it was probably one of the most difficult races that anybody could subject themselves to. But I don't agree that he wouldn't, I just think he should have come out and supported Donald Trump. For many reasons. He should have found the one path, the one commonality that he had with Trump on a secure border, on the economy, on energy, being energy wealthy, oil rich, energy independent in this country. I really believe that he should have come out and found a path to support Trump because it's so critical. And he should have made that stand. Now, the reason why I say that, and obviously he did what he did and he can do whatever he wants, but the reason why I say that is because you had individuals like RFK and Tulsi Gabbard and many more that have left or supported from the Democrat Party because they did find commonality. They did understand that they did understand what Trump represented, that Trump was a representation of the people, just like John Deaton represented the people and put himself on the front line to help over almost 80,000 people as he intervened against the SEC on behalf of XRP investors. Donald Trump is intervening on behalf of freedom, of everybody, to support freedom, to go up against the deep-rooted rot that is the system. He should have done it. And I also believe that by not supporting him, it already, and I had mentioned this to Chip, that I believe that by not coming out and finding that commonality and not embracing would cost him the election. That it was already a difficult race. I saw it again. You take on an Elizabeth Warren, and she's like the kingpin in the Democrat Party, right? She's right up there across the board. That's why you look at Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and we're going to look at that race here in a minute. Another one that was almost impossible to topple. And you have an amazing candidate that has a great opportunity. And it's going to be a very tough race. If you had to go up against a Maxine Waters or a Nancy Pelosi or across the board, there's certain races that the Democrats are going to do everything in their power to not lose. And that was the race. John Deaton put him there right on the front line to do that. And that's, that's it. Joe Butt, I get it. How could he not stand with the man who took a bullet for all of us? That's commentary. That's definitely, some good points here. And Miguel, Trump is not liked in Massachusetts. Massachusetts going for what's her name? Going for Kamala, right? 1% is reported. So we'll see what the outcome is. But I believe that there's Democrats, even in Massachusetts, lots and lots of Democrats that are coming out to support and vote for Donald Trump. So, and it's a shame. It was a difficult race. And a lot of times when it's your first race, you don't do everything perfect. You got to do things by your conviction. You have to follow your heart. You got to follow what you believe in, what you're passionate about. We all found commonality. There's commonality with what John Deaton did for the community and how he put himself up there. But there you go. I mean, again, tough race. I have the utmost respect for him. Disagree wholeheartedly that he didn't come out and support Trump. I think, again, there's a lot of commonality that he could have found common ground, and a lot of people found common ground, and he really should have found that common ground. And there's nothing wrong with it, finding that common ground. Rough freaking Joe Butt, exactly. He effed up. We're here in Massachusetts, don't have many Republicans. It's frustrating that Democrats keep winning. And just when you get someone in the GP, I don't want to say he screwed it up. I honestly don't think he screwed it up. I think that it decreased his odds of winning when he went against Trump, because he could have got more support when he came out and said that. I think it negatively impacted him amongst people, Democrats, Republicans, whomever, that would have supported him because he supported Trump. People don't like Elizabeth Warren. She's a known name. I'm not saying that people came out and they said, hey, if he supports Trump as a Democrat, they're supporting Trump, voting for Trump. There's a good possibility when he came out against Trump, they're like, well, I might as well just vote for Elizabeth Warren. If he's not supporting the president, I'm going to vote for him. And there's a possibility, there's a probability that happened. But again, statistically, the odds were extremely stacked against him in the state of Massachusetts. It was extremely difficult. And the first time he ran. So you don't always win the first time around. Hopefully he sees this as an opportunity, and he looks at some of the other open seats. Maybe doesn't shoot for Senate. Maybe he can shoot for a House seat in 2 years and really start looking, because now he's got name branding recognition. Or maybe he looks, there's another Senate seat that could potentially open up, that will open up, obviously, in another election cycle, and maybe he runs for that. This is his first time in. You don't always take down the biggest one. You have, again, no name recognition in the space, in the political space. And sometimes it's, again, very difficult. So I hope that, that he can see his path, and, and it'll be good for him. But again, he really should have gone with Trump. That's all I'm saying too. All GOP went against Trump. All GOP who have gone against Trump in mass lost big time. They shouldn't have, right? They really should have found he should have found the common ground. He should have voted he should have supported Trump. I think it would have made a difference. And that definitely would have changed things. So yeah, we can't have more rhinos in the party either. It doesn't help. You have to find common ground. Here we go. Texas is leaning red. There we go. Got 40 electoral votes at stake in Texas, 50% reported. So far, Trump's sitting at 101, Kamala at 52. We got to get some big numbers here. We got to get some big number states reporting. Like we need to see a solidification here. 7, 6. Look at that. Florida's worth a good number right there. All right. Got to want to drill into some other Florida races here. Let's see if they got some house races. Nothing's. Why aren't they reporting anything here? We've got Michigan. There we go. Tom Barrett, 7% in, 58% Republican in Michigan. 60%. Oh, look at John James. Look at John James. Let's open up John James. Come on, John James. What do we got going here with John James in Michigan? That's exciting. Hasn't called the race yet. 2% in. John James sitting at 60% of the incoming votes so far. Come on, we got to pull for John James. Would be a big win for Michigan. Big win here, right? We need to keep him there. He's the incumbent. Need to keep him in Michigan. We need to see that keeping the incumbent really means, I mean, that's setting the trend, setting the tone, setting the overall emotional state of the state, right? Within Michigan. We got to keep a strong incumbent in Michigan, man. John James, there you go. Come on, John James. They need you. They need you in Michigan. Need to see Michigan pull it off. Can Michigan pull this off? Polls are closed in Michigan. What's up? Why can't they report? Why they got 2% reported and the polls have been closed for 38 minutes in Michigan? What is wrong with Michigan? Come on. Look at this. Leaning blue. We got 6% total reported in Michigan. 6%. 6%. Man, what else is in play? Rough Rican, man. Is New Hampshire in play? Georgia's definitely looking good. Georgia also has a problem with reporting. They said they'd have everything reported early, but they extended the hours in a couple of the polling places. I think all the polls are closed in Georgia now. So far, so good. 52% reported in with 56% of the vote to Trump. Probably by 9 o'clock, maybe we'll see a total count over there. Let's look at another view here. Let's go to here we go. Let's look at their calendar. Look at their map. I think way too many people are on X. X is slow for some reason. Slow roll. This is interesting to me. When was this posted? 8:27. 8:30. Come on, let's go to Epoch Times. I want to go to something other than the Google. I like the Google layout, but see what else do we have over here? We got, and I want to see 105. 105. We got, man, Newsmax is reporting Harris with 31, Trump with 105. We got a couple in play with Texas definitely looking good and Georgia definitely looking good. That's their graphic. Come on. Let's go to let's see. Let me just look at election results. Come on, Twitter. X, not Twitter. I want to look at, let's see what kind of crappy polls they have going on. Election results. Live global coverage. Yeah, that one's boring too. What's XRP at? Is XRP making any moves lately since we looked at it not that long ago? Man, what is this? 2016 GOP primary electorate for New Hampshire. Evangelical 25%, independent 42%, moderate 27%. What is it? Thailand. Look at this. Oh, it's old. Never mind. All right. What else? Oh, I got sidetracked. All right. Which one? Apex. Stand with crypto. There you go. All right. And XRP's up. Look at that. XRP's at 52 cents, making some moves. Yeah, I was reporting that early. So they extended their hours. That was kind of crazy. West Virginia Senate. Nice. Osman, that's a good one. We're definitely going to invite him back on. Got a lot to talk about with the upcoming pending lawsuit, you know. So we'll check that out and talk to him about that, and it would be good. We'll talk about lessons learned, from running. Yep. Oh, I'm sure they will. I know that's sometimes you gotta see what they're doing over there. Which one? Apex. Standwithcrypto.org. All right, let's see how that one is. Org elections. Page not found. Did I type it in wrong? Oh, races. Yep. Yeah, but then it's this is good too. I like this. This is a good one. This is a really good one. This showing it's crazy though. They reported Elizabeth Warren with just a margin with 2% of the vote. 2%. Mike Rogers leading right now, 1.35% over in Michigan. Come on, Mike Rogers, both of them supposedly strongly support crypto. Dave McCormick is trailing in Pennsylvania right now. Not a lot of reporting going on there. And then what in the world? Why would anybody all right, let's look at this one. See how this one stands out. I like the state breakdown though, but we're going to mix it up. We'll go, whoops. Kansas flip blue this go around. We'll have to see exactly where we're at. Mass is 3%, and they're calling it already. What the heck is going on with that? They call it with such a small percent margin, like it's a foregone conclusion. Yo, legendary. But I know I saw him stumble in. Where'd he go? Come on, I gotta scroll back up. I think I missed it. I missed this. Yo, appreciate that support, Rough Regan. Big supporter on the chain right there, Rough Regan. There you go. Nice. Rough Regan voted for Trump and voted for John Deaton. Yes. There you go. You heard it here first. That's DNI. What is going on? Happy election day. Glad to see you here. Glad you're hanging out and chatting. Preparing for war. What is going on? He's down with OTC. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. All right. What? Come on. Let's reserve 2 seats more for our OTC hosts. There we go. We need 2 more seats. All right. Where are we at here? Let me do a quick refresh. Trump at 111. Harris at 31. See, here we go. Some live results. Oh, come on. Get out of there. Shrink it. House, we have 137 pro-crypto candidates elected. 53 anti-crypto candidates were elected. 6 pro-crypto candidates elected to the Senate. And 3 anti. Here's the map. This map doesn't really tell us much, does it? Look at that. All the pro-crypto politicians in Florida. Look at that. Click. I like that. 11 in Georgia, pro-crypto politicians. Texas, 24. Let's look at Florida. Let's see what we got. 20-1 in the Senate so far. So who do we get? Rick Scott. Wah, wah, wah. Debbie Powell. She was going to lose. She was definitely going to lose. Man, Byron Donalds, hell yeah. Big supporter. Darren Soto up in Orlando. Big supporter of crypto. He's a Democrat. Big supporter of crypto. Where are the other races? This wasn't the only race. All right. Look at this. Man. Lots and lots. You guys notice something interesting? See all those R's? See all those positive crypto remarks? Lots and lots of R's. You got a couple of Democrats. So a couple sprinkled in. Look how many Republicans that are. So look at that. Lots and lots of R's. All right. Okay. See what else we have. Let's go to another map. There we go. Bump, 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 bump. Okay. Give me another. Can't log in there. All right. Oh, here we go. Whoops. Clicked a bad image. Here we go. Let's get some election coverage. Here we go. Yes. Big numbers. So far, here we go. Let's pull this over here. Here's what we're looking at. So Florida called, South Carolina called, big numbers. Let me Trump sitting on 111 electoral votes. Yes. Missouri, Trump. We called Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina, Kentucky, Indiana, West Virginia, with Ohio currently leaning to Trump with 43% already counted. Trump sitting on a nice little margin there, 51%. North Carolina, 53% with 24% in. Nice little margin. Georgia leaning heavily towards Trump right now with 63% in with a 51.9%. Get ready to call that. Texas, come on, Texas. Got 54% in and sitting on a 51%. I like those numbers so far. Kansas. What's going on with Kansas? What is wrong with Kansas? Come on, Kansas. You got 8% in. Come on. We got DC. 0%. Connecticut. Who would have expected though, right? Connecticut. Trump gets 45%. Connecticut. They got 2%. 2%'s in though. So Connecticut, New Jersey. New Jersey is a shocker too. What's going on in New Jersey? Like New Jersey has definitely moved in a bad direction. Trump 56% in Florida, which has proven itself by far to be a far right garbage state. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought? That's right. Virginia. Come on, Virginia. What is this? Virginia, we're at neck and neck. We got 49 to 49.3% with 47% in. And they don't, come on. You see how how disruptive this is. I mean, you've got, why in the world, Pennsylvania 13% in, and you've got Harris leading right now with a 68% lead in Pennsylvania. Yet it's in a checker, but they're saying that Virginia is currently being called with 47% in, and you've got 49.1 to 49.2 separated by a total of, like, what what is that, 1,700 votes? Is that 1,700? 2,700? 1,700. 1,700 votes. I mean, come on. 1,700 votes in Virginia. And this is Newsmax. So Newsmax might be a little slow to the game here. Let me refresh. What's going on here? Newsmax. Still, there you go. Trump leading 49.2 in Virginia, 48% in. This is going to be a neck and neck in Virginia. Man, Pennsylvania, they haven't counted. Pennsylvania's moving red. I don't care. Definitely going red. Kansas, kind of in this simmery mood. Illinois. Yeah. What do they got in? 12%. Come on. We live in Florida. He's talking about the far right. He's talking about not the far right. He's talking about the right. We got, yeah, you get it. Hold on. All right, we gotta refresh this stuff here. Let's do another refresh. Why isn't there stuff automatically updating? All right, let's look at some of these House seats and stuff. I gotta see what's going on in Florida. Where did my cursor go? Oops. All right, let's look at some of these key seats here. Just call it already for Georgia. 52% crush. Come on, crush it. Crush it. Pennsylvania. Not enough to move it yet. Come on, Michigan. 8%. Wisconsin has 0% reported. Man. All right, let's see I'll look at some of these key races here. See if anything stands out. Are there any key races in your state that really stand out, that's really making a big monumental shift, monumental change? Give a quick shout out. Let me know what you guys are up against in your individual state. Governor kind of changes. Look at that. Patrick Morrissey, West Virginia. Indiana, 28% reported. Mike Braun. There you go. Utah. That's it. All right, where was our Google? Let's refresh this. Let's see if they're just stagnant. They're just stagnant. 101 to 71. They're going to withhold as long as they possibly can. They're going to withhold. Right? And Newsmax showing 111 to 67. Google 101 to 71. It's because Newsmax already called it for Missouri and Indiana. Google is unsure about Missouri and still leaning on Kansas, and Pennsylvania is super, super lopsided. Georgia showing so they won't call Georgia, but they're willing to call Illinois with 17% reported in, and they're already gonna call it. Come on. Really? Look at that. Come on. Florida. Look at us. Look at Florida just crushing it with 93% reported. 93% reported in Florida. What is going on? Georgia, 63%. Come on. Anybody who closed their polls around the time we did and they can't get their count in, that's really bad. Just pathetic. Florida, solid in Florida. All right, I got to look up. Hang on. They look up Chris Reddy and Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Debbie Downer. Debbie Downer. Debbie Downer. Debbie Downer is the one who gave the questions in 2016 to Hillary Clinton. She got reprimanded by the DNC. How weird. Election results. Why can I not find election results? Come on. What's going on here? Florida election results live. It's one Florida. Here we go. Just want to look at Florida for right now. We got 93% in Florida. Trump crushed it. 56.2%. Crushed it. Just dismantled in Florida. See that? He came in with 43% in Florida. Florida is red all the way. Come on. 56%. And it's only going to go up. Got to get bigger numbers than that. It's great. You got to love it. You got to love seeing that. Now, all right. Let me go. We go a little bit more key race. Man, Rick Scott. I knew Rick Scott was going to win. Such a travesty. Such a travesty to see the lying and the corruption that was running against Rick Scott. Ted Cruz, 51.4% with 54% reported so far. Trying to look at U.S. House seats, and I'm not seeing what we need. Don't get it. Oh, I can keep showing more. Here we go. Texas, Monica De La Cruz. That's it. Why don't, oh, there we go. Now I get it. Here we go. I found what I was looking for. Darren Soto wins. So here's all the Republicans. So let's look at specific for Florida. Let's go down the list. Let's look at Florida. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, exactly. How is she not in prison? Man, it's so crazy. Osmond, is Kamala and co, are they going to intervene? Man, I think their chance of intervention at this point it's all going to come down to, a few states like California, maybe. They lost their chance or losing their chance in Georgia. Anywhere they could have cheated. I mean, there was obviously cheating going on because they had illegals voting in this country. There were illegals that voted in early voting. They caught them. They know what happened. They had non-citizen verification. Where they couldn't verify if voters on the polls were registered or were registered citizens. No verification of citizenship. That's a major problem. The fact that they had caught a Chinese national voting voted, not just voting. And they said now that his vote is casted, they can't retract it. So how many other illegals around the country voted? And even if they found them, they said they couldn't retract the vote because it was already counted. And the fact that the left was pushing to make it almost like illegal to check somebody's ID to have them vote, the stupidest thing ever. There's only one outcome, one possible scenario, one possible outcome of what the left wanted by not checking IDs. That had nothing to do with racism, nothing to do with prejudice. The racism and prejudice is in the statement that the left makes when they say it's prejudice and racist to check an ID, as though there's segments of society that aren't smart enough or can't go and get can't go and get an ID, that don't have an ID, when IDs are needed for almost everything. And so you can't tell me that there isn't, corruption at the highest level. Are they going to try? They've already tried to manipulate. There's things that are happening in the manipulation. We saw it in 2020, 100%. There were things that were going on. And when the cases were brought by Trump, the judges dismissed because they said that he didn't have they didn't have the jurisdiction, or they didn't have standing to bring the case. Like the craziest notions of what happened. And then over the years, there's all these things that have been brought out in public during these cases of shenanigans, and yet it's all, just the media just whitewashes it all, and it makes it disappear. It's really crazy what had happened over the past 4 years. Legendary saying Pennsylvania kind of scares me. I hope there's enough votes to prevent any fuckery. There you go. There has been reporting of massive fraud all over X. Thank God to X, though, because X, Elon Musk spent $44 billion to save freedom, to rescue freedom. That's what he did. Apex. Sir John, I'm personally owning Croatia, responsible at Pennsylvania. I'm on board with Apex. If Pennsylvania doesn't vote for Trump, I'm blaming Croatia. I'm on board with that. That's so funny. That's funny. You're probably right about the intelligence people. Can't get ID. Right up. It's just insane. Here you go. And this is a good solid statement. Either Trump, there's a Trump landslide, or there's going to be war, conflict. He wins by a landslide. There's states that are boarding up. Their cities are boarding up not because of Republicans, right? Because they saw what happened post 2016. They saw what happened this summer leading up to the vote in 2020. They saw Antifa and BLM rioting, thieving, and burning down streets. And how many officers were injured? How many people were killed? How many city blocks were taken over? But that narrative of the cities burning, the media covered it up. Those are the foot soldiers of the Democrats, because the Democrats were caught on camera, recorded. The recordings have been repeated that the Democrats were calling for violence against Republicans. Anywhere they are, get in their face. Don't let them. If they're in a restaurant, if they're in a store, they invaded their personal space. They created an environment of violence and chaos. They wanted it. And then January 6th comes about and they lie about it. And they were so deceptive about the whole thing, the whole narrative. Such a deception. COVID, another deception on how they just lie to your face about everything, about what could, the percentages of people that could die from it, the percentages of people that could get it. And even if you got it, what percentage ended in the hospital, those that ended in the hospital, what percentage died. They lied about all of it. All of it. And it's crazy. And yet now all of a sudden we're gonna believe that they have our best interests at heart. It just things are sideways. Crypto navigator, we either get Trump or become like Venezuela. Venezuela, I watched that. I talked about it. I studied it. We saw Venezuela go so upside down, and the US could have intervened. The UN could have intervened. Trump, Obama had an opportunity of intervention in Venezuela when the election was obviously stolen, and we saw how they rewrote the Constitution. Hugo Chavez took full advantage. He had the backing, and what the way they used to talk about the wealthy and the poverty and the poor, and they created a socio-economic duality in Venezuela and polarized the two, where they said the grocery stores were at fault and were the ones that were purposely inflating the cost of food. Sound familiar? Right? This is the exact same thing that Biden had talked about and Kamala Harris has talked about, which was the grocery stores were the ones that are corrupted and increased and inflated the cost of food. Crypto Navigator says socialism, which we have now, will always turn into communism. Socialism is communism. It's not even if the wrong people get in power. There is no positive socialism. There is no democracy that can survive with a socialist state. And we don't live in a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic. Drastically different. Majority doesn't rule. Socialism, the government doesn't always know best. In socialist state, they have one-party healthcare payer systems. Might be free, but you don't get a lot of it. You don't have good access to it. You don't have good access to good healthcare. You don't get access. Here, if you want access to healthcare, you can get it. You can pay for it. You can get insurance. They messed up the insurance. They artificially inflated the cost of healthcare because government was actively involved in it. So, all right. We got sidetracked. We got to talk about, I want to look at Florida again. I want to look at these outcomes. 20 seats to Republicans, 8 to the Democrats. Let me see which went where. Let's go through. Darren Soto won. Darren Soto was the first with Warren Davidson to be pro-crypto, by the way, if you guys remember. Token Taxonomy Act, co-authored by Darren Soto and Warren Davidson. Let's go down the list. Vern Buchanan, Greg Stobe, Byron Donalds. Look at Byron Donalds. 66% of the vote. Byron Donalds, congratulations. Crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. Now, what is this here? Maybe there was no contender. That's why nobody was running against. Can you believe this? That you have a race and you have nobody running against her. I mean, that's a travesty. Even if you lose, you got to run somebody. Lois Frank was another one that should not have won. But it's the area. These areas are just heavy Democrat areas, no matter what. Between Sheila McCormick, Lois Frankel, Jared Moskowitz, and then you have Frederica Wilson, just heavy Democrat areas, but they still, fought. The others fought. Look at Lois Frankel, Dan Franzese. Sometimes, but 45% of the vote, not bad. Lois Frankel is like an Elizabeth Warren, also one of those names that's just ingrained into South Florida. crushing blow to Joe Kaufman. Man, Joe has tried. He's run against Debbie Wasserman Schultz 3 times. Went up, thought he would have an opportunity to run against Jared Moskowitz. Came close. But look at the vote count. I mean, how about he won by he has 193,000 votes to 175. That was a hard district to win in. Debbie Wasserman Schultz crushes it again. This is what I'm talking about. Debbie Wasserman Schultz should lose over and over again. Had a solid candidate with a potential victory to win with Chris Eddy. But it was just like she should have been gone. Like there should have been all sorts of reasons why she's no longer in office. The fact that she's still in, it's because the district is heavily Democrat. No matter how you look at it, how you parse it, what you do with it, who you run against them, it's a heavily Democrat contentious area of Broward County. Very difficult, unfortunately. Maria Salazar crushed it. Mario Diaz-Balart crushed it. 71%. Whoops. Why does that happen? Oh, hang on. I think I was at the bottom. I was at the bottom. Man, look at that. That is, that's Florida. That is where we're at in Florida. All right, let me refresh this, and I'm going to go to the chat. Man, oh man. Look at all the red. Look at this. We stayed away for a minute. 194. Come on, let's go. Let's go. 194. Texas. Boom. Come on, Georgia. Pathetic. How pathetic is Georgia? 68% in. You can't count the rest of your votes. You got 68% in. What? You got Texas, whose polls closed later, and Texas reported 62% in. All right. They're a little bit ahead, but so what? They started way before. Bigger state, much bigger state. Wyoming, already calling it or leaning. I don't know. What do we get here? Nebraska. What's going on here? I mean, the numbers are off. That's what it is. Their numbers are off here. Let's do another refresh. Their numbers aren't catching up with the with what they're reporting over there. That's what's going on. So look over here. 194 to 95. Let's do a refresh. On the Google, going to do a side by side. Also calling Wyoming. Also calling Nebraska. Also calling Texas. Let's see. All right. But still, obviously, they have this upside down kind of counting with 1% in. Love how they call it. Maybe they know, they're like, that's all the Democrats in the state. North Dakota, 4%. The rest are Republicans. That's it. 177. Come on. We're on our way. They're on our way to her 99. Come on. Where's Hawaii going to go, or Alaska? You know? Yeah, going back to that story. Let's go back to Venezuela. Super sad story. Man, that country totally hijacked. You know what we learn out of it, is socialism definitely horrible, but countries will definitely come back and fight back. Argentina, El Salvador, two clear examples of countries that will come and they'll fight back. They're not gonna put up with it, man. Let's see. And here you go, Sir John. Rare of you. If any lived in a socialist country with Communist Party in charge, believe me, it's worse than you can imagine. It's horrible. Horrible. That why is that? Why is that cheek? That's exactly what she believes, and she'll do nothing different. It's gonna be same old, right? Crazy. Trump Trump takes NC, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. That'd be nice. Man, I'll tell you what, who said more monkey business said if Elon Musk gave everyone 10,000. John D, 100%. You get 10,000, they're spending the majority of them will spend every last penny and be as broke as they were before, probably broker than when they got it. It's like if you give $1,000,000 to most people, if you went around the country and gave everyone $1,000,000, the store's economy would probably flourish for a little while because the majority of the people would go out and spend every last dollar of it. Every last dollar would get spent. And then what people do, like when they win the lottery, they immediately run out and they buy these expensive cars and planes or boats, houses, and then they realize they're like, oh shit, the houses actually cost money for upkeep. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have bought that Lamborghini and the boat. That also costs a shit ton of money of upkeep. And sure enough, they end up broke and broker than they were before they won. Happens all the time. More monkey business. I tried to run for presidency of Venezuela, but I only had a motorbike. That's all right. The current president was a bus driver, so it's funny. DJ Artifact, what's going on? Dude, it's definitely money time. It's gonna be money time for the next 4 years here. That's gonna come. This tonight's gotta end the way we want it to end, right? Tax time. It's gonna end. Sir John, soon we'll see what can be unburdened by what has been. We're going to be unburdened by that administration. That administration has been nothing but a major burden. It's time for it to go. And think about the impact on crypto, right? I mean, it's just devastating. What did I do with our crypto? All pro crypto, right? But the one thing that we learn, all the Republicans, so many Republicans support aggressive support of crypto. Now, let's see. Man, it's amazing, right? And then they get an F. Big F, big F, big F, big F. Oh, but Sherrod Brown, big F. Not a wait a minute. How do you have this guy twice? Either way, still a big F. She's the one who won and ran unopposed, right? No one ran against McCormick over here. Big F on crypto. Of course they're against crypto. This is the left. Why would anybody think that Harris would come out and support crypto? You know, when she's against crypto. Now there's a lot of do you see any R's? I haven't seen one R in this sea of red F's of candidates who are anti-crypto. Show me one Republican candidate, right? Look at the direct polar opposite. And you're going to tell me that when all of these people from the party of Harris are against, not just against crypto, but strongly against crypto, right? Not just like a neutral stance, not like kind of against it, but they're passionately, strongly rallying against crypto. And they're all Democrats, every single last one of them. Man, So, I mean, think about that. Think about what that represents, what that means, right? Of course, you think AOC and Ilhan Omar, you think that they're going to come out, and Ayanna Presley, they're going to come out and support crypto. Come on. You think Harris, then, who's big fans of theirs, is going to support crypto? Who's so stupid to think that she's going to have a turnaround and a change of heart on crypto when all of these people are against crypto? Rashida Tlaib, all of her buddies, every one of her buddies against crypto. And then all of a sudden, Kamala Harris somehow is going to be a big supporter of crypto. I mean, that just makes 0 sense. Zero. Not even a little. Not even 1% like some of these silly margins of counting that are going on. 61% in Texas. Come on, Georgia, 70%. Trump is crushing it. 52%. South Carolina. Come on, North Carolina, 50% reported. But these are big leads too. In the Kentucky, 63%. West Virginia, 70%. Ohio, 54% with 58% reported. Indiana, 59% with 6 big, massive, crushing numbers. These are just crushing numbers. And then when it gets close, it's just close. Kamala, 53 to 44%. We're talking about 60,000 more voter difference in Michigan right now. Then you go to Indiana, and it's like 300,000, right? 12%. Michigan is so slow. They closed their polls an hour and a half ago, and they've got 12% counted. 12%. Come on. Minnesota's counted more. See. Georgia. What else we got? All right. We're living in the age of Aquarius. It keeps going up, and eventually, I don't know if it ever stops. It just keeps going up. Keeps going up. Right. What's going on? Let's look at some ballot. Oh, look at this. Governor results. Even Steven split. Look at that. 22, 23. Wow. That's crazy. It's crazy to me. Ballot measures. Do we have any ballot measures? Nothing. Let's look at Senate results. Look at this. We gained a seat. Dems lost a seat in the Senate. Which seat was it that was lost? Vermont. Come on. Bernie Sanders. Wah. Where are my sound effects? All my sound effects are gone. They deleted everything. All my sound effects. I have no sound effects left in the system because they deleted all my sound effects. This makes no sense. I wonder, you know what? Maybe I made a mistake here. Let me look. Let us see. You know what? I see what happened. Holy cow. They reset everything. Yes. Look at this. We're back in business. Let's take a 2-second, 12-second music break here. Hang on a second. All right, and we're back. We are back. We're back and we're better than ever.
Holy shit! Let's not do that. That's a bad idea. Holy shit! Let's not do that. That's a bad idea.
All right, now we're talking. Got Texas and Louisiana, Mississippi, and Florida. All right, man, I'm stoked. I got all my sound effects back. Done. He lost. D10 lost. Yep. Unfortunately. And where's everybody on YouTube? We need more people over here on YouTube. I don't get it. Where are all of our people on YouTube? See who else is streaming on YouTube. Kind of crushing it over there on X. Oh, I see the man, what is Uncle Buster boardroom? How's Uncle Buster drawing all these people? They're drawing everyone away from us. Live now from Fox, driving everyone away from us. What's going on? Let me open up
113, Trump 195, Electoral College.
Get that link, glitches. Hop in. Come join us on this fine day.
See what we got over there. Who's hanging out? Who is hanging out? Let's see what else we got. Tonight's a very special night. Chip is not with us. That's right. Yeah, I just saw that. I just looked to see what they got going on over there. We've got 218 tuned in over here, the majority of which are over on X. And what's crazy is that flip your browser to dark mode. That'll do it. Switch to dark mode and we'll get everybody hanging out. Based on the whole new StreamYard thing, now we can only get 2 locations. I can't get I have using Chips X and my X, and normally we have the on the chain X. Now we're limited to 3 locations. But we got 213 people tuned in and listening and watching, which is awesome. Sir John, we got the EU won't recognize the U.S. election results if the U.S. citizens fail to choose the right candidate. I like it. I'm flipping different maps. Sorry. I got to refresh. So I'm going to refresh. We're a step closer to victory with 210 for Trump, 105 for Harris, crushed by 4.3 million votes. Trump leading. That's right. Trump is leading. What is this nonsense over here? Trump is 60 more. Trump is at 210. Oh, if I look here, let's refresh this one. Also make sure that you're caught up in time. We're currently looking at Newsmax results and refreshing on Newsmax. We're looking at some of the presidential results over here on Newsmax. Looking at some of the outcome of New York races. You know what's so pathetic about New York? Other than New York, is the fact that they can't even report they can't report anything. Oh, 60 more to go. Yes. 60 more to go. That's it. Let's go. They keep growing this beard until Trump hits 270. That's what it is. Take a look over at XRP. Still sitting in the same place it was not that long ago. 51 cents. Hovering. Oh, look at that. 52 cents. That is awesome. Yeah, there we go. I don't even think. Let me see. I've never even see if we can even try to go to a Never even thought about dark browser. Let me see if that's possible. A dark browser. Let me see what that looks like. Dark. I don't even think that's a possibility. How about that? You know, they have it where you can easily do it. Doesn't look like it's easy to do. All signed in. Yep. Bought more at 51 today, and there you go. 51 the other day, and it's at 52. You have a little gain, 4.4%. Yes, I'm on Chrome. Yes. Man, Bitcoin up, rallying in the last hour, up 2.2%. XRP rallying at 1.3%, while the Doge beating both at a 3.4% last hour over hour gain right there. Bitcoin sitting at 6.9% on the 24-hour. Gotta love it. Got to love it. That's it. Gotta love the Bitcoin. You know, you can get Bitcoin over on Grayscale. If you guys checked out Bitcoin, you look at some of the ATFs. Let me pull that up. If you guys haven't checked it out, you got the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust ETF. Hang on. Then you've got the BTC spinoff. They have different reports. Check it. Pioneering access to Bitcoin. It's very cool. Performance history, how to invest. Why Grayscale? Curated exposure to the digital economy and cryptocurrency. Look at that. So if you're into, you know, an ETF and you're on Grayscale, got GBTC, it's been crushing it lately. BTC, which is the mini trust of Bitcoin. Then you've got the Ethereum mini trust, and then you have other ETFs that have been jumping in as well. And I think so too. I think that Donald Trump wins, the markets are going to go absolutely parabolic. Business is going to flourish at a level like we haven't seen before. I'm super stoked about that, super positive. I think our economy is going to have such an amazing lift just from an announcement of a Trump victory, even though he doesn't take office until January 20th. It's going to be such a positive boost. It'll be amazing. It'll be absolutely amazing. Yep. So it's going to be absolutely outstanding. Yes. Let's see. Man, it should be easier. I don't see it anywhere. I don't know if I want to switch it. I don't know. Let's see. No, it's not that easy. It doesn't even look like it exists. It's not even, I don't see it. I don't see where it just says, hey, go into dark mode. Nope. I looked. Doesn't exist. Not gonna do it. I know I've seen it before. I'm just not seeing it now. All right. Let's go back to this. What do we have? How is this going to impact? What do you guys think? How this is going to impact overall right now? Is going to impact your state? What's going to happen there? And there you're right. You know, it's definitely the fact, the truth. I mean, man, I can't even fathom, what's going to happen tomorrow morning if you look at it and Harris is sitting on 270. We look at that, we're like, holy crap, 270, and it's just going to be so defeated, that the country will definitely be going in the wrong direction. So that's why it can't happen, because the whole world really relies on it. That's what it is. It's just like everything. Man, everything is at stake. Everything's at stake. Oh, no. Nope. Oh, look at that. Aha. I don't know if that helped me do anything, but it went dark. Let's see. That doesn't help, but everything went dark. I do see it. Go back to device. Go to dark mode. I found dark mode. Doesn't change anything on the shared screen. Shared screen is still not dark mode. How about that? How about that? How about Google hanging out there with 178? The only thing it did is made my tabs hard to see. All right, let's do another refresh. 210. What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on, Georgia? Georgia makes no sense whatsoever. 75% in. We're sitting on 52% that you've got. It's just pathetic. Pathetic. Georgia. Come on, Georgia. Eh. %, insist substantial change is needed in DC. That's right. Let's look at some of these articles, see what's going on. See what's going on in the world. Let me go back to device. Easier for me to read. All right. I see how it kind of, why am I getting different results? Different results on different pages, right? Newsmax gives you one result. All right. Google gives you a different result. They're just not calling the states, right? If we look over here, New Mexico shaded leaning to Kamala on Newsmax. Over here, they're showing it pink. Also, they're showing New Mexico with Trump in the lead, with 14% counted in New Mexico. Newsmax is showing 8%. So there's a delay. They haven't even shown New Mexico yet. They're ahead in other states. So let's see what Google. Oh, Google isn't showing Kansas. Google is showing Kansas leaning to Trump with 45% in. But Newsmax is showing it as a foregone conclusion. What else? North Carolina, Newsmax is showing Trump, right? Got 63% in, 52, almost 52% lead, over 1 million voters. They're showing there's no way to come back. South Carolina, North Carolina, whereas Google is still hanging out there on North Carolina and Virginia. They're showing Virginia. Trump is leading in Virginia, whereas Newsmax is showing Trump is leading but losing Virginia. These things make no sense. Updated at 9:42. This is where everything's kind of in flux. Yep, they're trying to figure out the path to victory. That's what it's. Ukraine has declared, probably Biden. Ukraine is declaring Biden the winner. Osmond, Trump and Elon will bring U.S. economy back to its glory. That's right. Some people won't like it because it involves massive change in government. There'll be a lot of layoffs, a lot of people losing their jobs over there in government. Look at this. Atomizer. Toronto he's in Toronto. Newsmax showing Kamala at 81, Trump at 154. But look, here's the number. Here's what we got. So it might be even delayed even further, but it's showing the up. I just refresh 210 to 105 versus here on the AP. The AP is through through the Google search. Let's go to Fox News. Let's see what Fox is showing. Battleground states. Let's see how Fox News is parsing the parse of the data. Fox News showing Harris with 117. AP showing her with 99. Newsmax showing her with 105. Man. Yeah. On government job losses. Man, that's right. They're going to cut 70% of the fat out of government. That'd be just massive, just like monumental if they could do that. Be really, really impressive if they could pull something like that off. Tell you that. Let's see. Trying to see what other feeds we have. Ben Shapiro's talking. All right, let's go back. Newsmax 210, Harris 105. I don't get it. I don't get this disparity. How we've got Fox News with Trump at 195, better than AP. They're calling all this red, though. What are they? They're on Nebraska, showing Trump as a winner with 47.9% based on percentage, knowing total Republican voters. They're knowing what the count. Same thing in Wyoming. Same thing in North Dakota. Same thing in South Dakota. Michigan, too close to call. Wisconsin, too close to call. Look at that. Georgia, pathetic. 79% in. They still can't call it. They're still struggling. All the blue states down the list. New York, really, there's no way. It just hasn't. The 47% in. Pennsylvania, too close to call. They got only 32% in. Their polls closed like an hour and 45 minutes ago, and they still can't count. Man, we also have Fox News isn't calling North Carolina. That's it. In Georgia, the Dems are still filling out ballots. They're in the dark room. It's probably what it is. Look at that. Battleground states. All right. It's going to be a little bit 10 o'clock. Then we'll start seeing some numbers for the Western states to start popping up. And Georgia's got to call it. Georgia has just got to call it. 52% in, or 52%, 78% in. The votes are all leaning in the right direction for Georgia. Just going to have massive red. Massive amounts. And then California probably going to, and Hawaii probably going to the left. Washington, Oregon, California, all leftists. What do we got for votes over here? Or for what's the electoral count? Oh, not till 11. 11. 10. Montana, 10. Utah, Arizona. Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, Missouri, Kansas, New Mexico, Minnesota, Wisconsin. There's some key races, some key numbers that we got to see. Arizona. Man. Sir John, Pittsburgh, 66% Trump. That's right. Croats did their thing, but other PA folks seem semi-retarded. Oh my God. It's funny. That's a good question. I don't think he's, I mean, you get a portfolio. I think we'd have to know about it if he was holding any asset, any digital asset. I mean, it would have to be reported, but I think his family members definitely. Ray is saying Trump's son-in-law and his son probably have big bags of Bitcoin and other digital assets. They've been, definitely highlighting the benefit of pro crypto. Now
it's like it's wild. Like, this is completely different from this financial, the way how you understand finance.
All right. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, it was right about, I would say, when the polls closed. So it was like that 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock time frame. It's about 11. There are all sorts of shenanigans and reports and all sorts of crazy things going on. What's being reported? Have you guys seen anything being reported on X? Any shenanigans lately? I haven't seen really anything coming up in any of the, let's see. I haven't seen. So this was 3 hours ago, but Alex Jones was reporting Trump, a lot of talk about massive cheating in Philadelphia, law enforcement coming. That was earlier this afternoon. There was definitely some chaos going on in Philadelphia. So, oh my God. Huh. It was 5 hours ago. Libs of TikTok. That's really funny. Let me hang on a minute. It's kind of funny because she's here on the phone.
How you doing? Have you voted already?
Oh, so pathetic. Showed her phone was in camera mode, not on phone mode. Trying to see if there's anything. Yeah, she was pretending to be on a call. It's funny. This one's interesting too. This was 6 hours ago. It's an interesting thing to watch. You know, top law experts reveal why the Democrats can't steal the election like they did in 2020. Got the Amish. Man, Michael Saylor. This is some interesting stuff. Let me pull this over here. Michael Saylor. The United States needs a strategic Bitcoin reserve. What do you guys think about that? Oops, I left that up. What do you guys think about a strategic Bitcoin reserve? Strategic XRP reserve, strategic Bitcoin reserve. Could be interesting, right? So let me check. Let me stop the screen share for a minute. Go back into screen share mode. Gonna make sure I'm sharing my audio. Bring that up here. I want to put this on. This is from InfoWars, but talking about, and it's relevant right now, you know, only because got to look at this. It's focused on why they can't steal. Right? Why can't they steal the election like they did in 2020?
So they don't have the cloak of darkness that they had in terms of suppression of social media platforms like they had in 2020. And the courts can't run and hide and say latches or a standing. Yeah, they have to get involved right away when it's on video. A cop telling people, sorry, we're shutting down early voting at 1:45 when it's supposed to go to 4:30. You're damn right you're going to get a judge who's going to say, what do you want me to do? Even if I were corrupt, I cannot be corrupt now.
Ordering the millions of names that we know are illegals and others to be released. Judges saying, no, you can't keep counting ballots that aren't postmarked after the election. I mean, there's a lot more wins than there are losses. We have Nevada saying they can keep going for days with unpostmarked ballots. But in the aggregate, and Roger Stone's the expert, and he agrees with me, there was almost no defense for fraud 4 years ago. Now we are like flies on what on their ass. I mean, we are on their ass. They're kicking out poll watchers. Lawyers come. They're being forced back in. They're catching them flipping votes everywhere. They're catching them pulling Republican votes off, putting Democrats on in Houston, putting it back on. I mean, we are on their ass. And it's not just the Republicans, with Trump finally in control of much of the RNC, with his daughter-in-law doing a great job, from zero resistance to I'd say 60% resistance, what they should be doing. But there are all these grassroots legal groups and people just kicking ass, just killing it.
It is what's amazing, and I had thought about this as well. Yeah, it seems that the courts have stepped up, and I'll put it in quotes because I don't think they stepped up. I think they've been forced to step up to actually do the right thing this time around, because you look at the tools and you look at the players. In 2020, you had a controlled Twitter. You did not have a free Twitter. You had intelligence censorship. You had government interfering with private enterprise or social media platforms.
And that was across the board. That was everything. That was across the board. Across the board, corruption and control.
For government censorship. You don't have that now. They don't have those tools. So Twitter, or commonly referred to as X, it's no longer under the control of a deep state, a government apparatus. You got Rumble out there, and in as much as Rumble doesn't have the the user base as a YouTube, they've got the biggest tools to fight the public warfare, which is the top podcasts that are reaching hundreds of thousands and millions of people daily. You got Bongino, Bannon gets out of jail, crushes it on Rumble. So you've got the tools that are no longer the same as the hands tied behind the back in 2020, and it puts the courts on absolute blast that they can't run and hide like they did in 2020. And so they have to step up and deal with the actual overt fraud. It was the last.
Yeah, they have to deal with the fraud, and we're definitely, witnessing to that point that they were really having to deal with fraud all over the country, which is a great thing. It's a really, really great thing, and it's victory. There's still, look at this. Of course, they have a plan to strike back. So this is General Flynn predicts historic Trump victory, but warns the deep state is going to strike back. Let's just listen to this for a minute, see what this is all about.
So on the battlefield, we talk about fighting through the objective, right? So I give somebody an objective, take that hill. And what I want them to do is I not only want them to take that hill, but I want them to fight through the hill. I want them to go to the other side, and I want them to continue to crush the enemy that we are facing. And so tonight we are going to put nails into the coffin of the globalists, right? These people will not go away if we don't fight through the objective, if we don't achieve what it is that we need to achieve today, which is a victory for Donald J. Trump to be the next president of the United States. Now what we're going to have to do is fight through that objective and go to the other side and start attacking down the hill, chase them back into the through the gates of hell, if you will.
20th of January, and to good people in the government, and to restore the republic, and to put us back on a path of the great nation, the greatest nation in the history of the world that we were, as a city on the hill, a light to the world. General Flynn, who was the main enemy of the globalists when Trump first got in 2016, his main advisor, is here now breaking down the globalist plan. And before we went to break, he just gotten up to the point of explaining that he believes, and I believe, we're about to win today or the next few weeks, even if it's disputed, but then the enemy is going to strike back. It's key to start getting into that battle space. General Flynn, finish up.
Right. So on the battlefield, we talk about fighting through the objective, right? So I give somebody an objective, take that hill. And what I want them to do is I not only want them to take that hill, but I want them to fight through the hill. I want them to go to the other side, and I want them to continue to crush the enemy that we are facing.
Crush them.
And so tonight we are going to put nails into the coffin of the globalists, right? And this is very, very real. But what we have to understand, to your great, wonderful audience and many, many others that will hear this, is we have to fight all the way through this objective. That means we have to continue to keep that message alive, to keep the idea of what it means to be an American, what it means to have the liberties that we have. These people will not go away if we don't fight through the objective, if we don't achieve what it is that we need to achieve today, which is a victory for Donald J. Trump to be the next president of the United States. Now what we're going to have to do is fight through that objective and go to the other side and start attacking down the hill, chase them back into the through the gates of hell, if you will. And that's something that we're going to have to do, because they are not going to suddenly go away. These are not people that will easily give in, and they will have other, what we call in the military, branches and sequels. They're going to have other ways to fight back, and they're going to try different ways. And I do.
All right. So we kind of see the direction that that all of that is definitely, moving in, and it's not without its chaos. I mean, it definitely, not without its chaos, because check this out. This is in Wisconsin. Milwaukee orders recount of 31,000 absentee ballots. So they're already starting, right? They already want this recount. Let me get rid of this sound here. What the heck's going on? So they're going to proceed more than 30,000 due to a tabulation issue. Let's see. Milwaukee Commission confirmed that all 13 of those machines had issues with the tabulator door, which, see, there's always got to be some shenanigans, but at the same time, that it's important. It's important to see. And here you have Milwaukee has brought in firefighters and other city employees to aid in the counting of the absentee ballots. And then you have to make sure that if you're going to count those absentee ballots, that you have adequate representation from the different parties monitoring and watching what that recount's going to look like. Here we go. Some more reporting on Newsmax. Let's see, across the board, we'll check the different reporting. 220 for Trump, 108 for Harris. On the AP side, they're putting Trump at 198, Harris holding firm at 99, And Georgia still 80% reported. Firefighters equal to Freemasons. Then, oops, that's an article. There we go. So let's get rid of the article. Nevada too early. Now, let's see what Fox puts us. 205 to 117. So Newsmax is ahead of the game here a little bit. Now the balance of power. House. Republicans need 3 more Senate seats. 3 more Senate seats to get the majority in the Senate. And we're a little bit away. 103, sorry, away from controlling the House. House, Senate, presidency. House, Senate, and presidency. There you go. Next up, it's 10:03. All the states are closing. They're starting to report. Nevada, Arizona. Arizona already, neck and neck. There was some shenanigans in Arizona, as we know. New Mexico falling hard in the direction of Trump right now at 52% with 21% in. So there you go, Sir John. We got Trump turning PA 49.8. See what Fox has it 49.3. Harris is 49.7. So that's 5. Let's go to AP. There you go, 49.4 and 49.7. It's crazy how they're going to suppress the data. That's another part of it. So we're definitely going to see a suppression of data coming out of all of these news organizations. Newsmax has the exact opposite. Has 49.8 to Harris, to 49.3 to Trump. North Carolina, Newsmax still has with Trump. AP not giving it to Trump, leaning to Trump. Fox News not giving it to Trump. North Carolina obviously has a major issue if they've only got 66% reported, but we're showing 51% gain there. So this will be voter record in real turnout versus 2020 was fictitious. 2020, it was impossible. They showed 93, 94% voter turnout of eligible voters. The media spun it and said it was like 64, 65% of Americans showed up to vote. But they never count it based on that. They always count it based on turnout of eligible voters. And so of eligible voters, based on the numbers, we're like 93, 94%. That's how we know that it was bogus. But yet they won't talk about that. They won't reference that. They don't bring it up. Arizona's still neck and neck. Crazy. Too close. New Mexico's fallen to Trump for sure. See what Newsmax, what is Newsmax counting? Utah, they're putting Utah to Trump already. But AP or Fox News has Utah also uncounted. That was AP. Fox News has Utah to Trump uncounted. So, but everybody has New Mexico already kind of. Trump is way ahead. Montana crushed. Wyoming going to Trump with 3%. Man, that been looking at that for a while. North Carolina definitely falling in that direction. Georgia still. Where's PA? There you go. Sir John, 49.8 to 49.2 in Pennsylvania. So trying to see some momentum in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania goes red. Pennsylvania needs to be red. Solidify Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia. This whole thing will be red, except for Michigan. But Wisconsin, red. Minnesota, red. That would be too close to call, but Iowa, red. 51%. Come on. 75. Let's go to some CoinGecko. Where are we at here? Where are we at? 74,000. Come on. Bitcoin just hit 74,000. Bitcoin, end of night, 80,000. It's up 4.2% on the hour, 9% gain in the 24-hour. Ethereum up 5%. XRP up 2.6%. You know what I call that one? You know what that is? Kind of like a no, XRP up 2.6, 5.8 in the 24-hour. Not bad, but Dogecoin crushing it. 27% up, 14%. Man, come on. Come on, let's get real on that. Let us get real. It's all about the crypto. It's all about the crypto. Dropping you a linkage. Must get to the linkage. In the keep. Let's get you in here. Bitcoin 75. Man, it was 74,000. Bitcoin gonna crush with 75. Look at that, 74.4 on Bitcoin. Tell me that isn't amazing. There you go. Link sent. Link sent. That's right. Red is our favorite. And the keep. It's at the top. You can't miss it. Can't miss it when it's right at the top. Login voting day. It's called login voting day in the keep, at the top of the keep. Up at the top. I'm going to wear a red shirt every day. I'm going to wear a Bitcoin shirt every day. Bitcoin hit 75,000. Look at that. Look at that number. God. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go to all time. Are we at an all-time high? Did we hit an all-time high on the Bitcoin? I think we did. I think we just hit an all-time high on the Bitcoin at 74,000. Am I right about that? Looking at this CoinGecko, all-time high of 74,000. Man, there we go. It is an all-time high. It's not my eyes deceiving me. Look at that. Democrats are liquidating so they can move out of the U.S. They can live somewhere else. You know, they could go to Venezuela. You know, that'd be a very cool place. Here it's nice this time of year. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 74.7, 75 on Binance. Okay. We're on our way to 100,000. It's going to hit 75 again here momentarily. It's up 10%. 74.7. Come on. This is more exciting, man. We're going to watch this. Trump wins 100,000. Come on, Bitcoin. Bitcoin movement is faster than Georgia can count. Bitcoin moved from 70 to 75,000 and Georgia can't even count their votes. That's how Bitcoin's better than Georgia. 74.7. Come on, can we get 74.8? 74.8. Let's do a refresh. Wrong way. 74.2. 74.23. And we're right there on 75. It was 74.78. We're getting a little bit of a sell-off. These are the Democrats selling off. You're right. The Democrats are liquidating. Democrats are bailing on the Bitcoin. Got some sell-off. They're taking all their profit. They're getting ready to leave. Leaving the country. They're heading to a different country. They're taking their crypto winnings. They're turning them in to Venezuelan Bolivre. That's right. See what is XRP doing? Is XRP doing as well as the Bitcoin? Is XRP scaling? Is it going to hit an all-time high? Sitting at like 53, almost 54 cents. Scaling the Bitcoin. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh, I gotta let Chip in. He's waving at me.
Damn, son. I'm like waving at you for like 5 minutes and I get nothing.
Dude, I'm in the Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is up.
Bitcoin.
So listen, here's the play. It's Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, or Michigan. West Virginia, Virginia's in play, which is crazy. It's tied right there. And so Hannity, I'm watching Fox here, and Hannity's going off. He's like, I'm making a prediction. Trump is going to win. He's like, he's mad. He's mad. Brett Baer is like changing the subject and going on other stuff.
Brett Baer sucks.
Brett Baer is a douchebag.
But look at this. So if we look at Newsmax, Trump's sitting on a nest egg right now of 226 votes, right?
Where's that for?
Newsmax.
Okay.
Then we jump to the AP. The AP is sitting stagnant at 198.
So McCormick and Casey for Senate are tied at 48% in Pennsylvania. So that's down ballot. What is that?
Yep. Pennsylvania was close. Pennsylvania on Fox had Trump ahead. Wow. Trump was leading a little while ago. Let's see. Trump's leading 50.55% against 48% with 50% voted.
Oh.
Come on, Pennsylvania.
Let's go, dude.
I said that I'm not shaving this beard until Trump gets 270 electoral votes.
That means you're going to shave it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Well, unless they try to like do one of those like, oh, we're going to count for 6 weeks.
Then I'm in trouble.
Then all butts are off. But no, it's amazing. I mean, well, what's weird? It's like Florida, especially Miami-Dade, was like immediate for Trump. Yeah. There was like nothing there. It's like Trump was up 1 million votes. Like it's never been like that, dude, ever in the history. Especially with think about since the pandemic, all the New Yorker influx. That's insane.
Yeah. We're just destroying it. Now, Arizona, Harris is ahead right now, but 47% in. That's going to change.
Yeah,
New Mexico had Trump ahead, but that's only 28%. But Fox is already calling Utah with 0% voted.
Well, no, Utah's already in the Trump column, but
yeah, Wyoming crushed 65%.
New Mexico, Nevada. I thought New Mexico there was a chance that could go Trump. Is that in yet or no? I can't see it.
It's 51% to 46%. But
Trump
only 28. No, Harris, but only 28% counted. So,
yeah, because I think Nevada is going to go that way. What about Carrie Lake? How's she doing in Arizona?
I got to look at some key Senate.
Was
Carrie Lake too early to count?
Yeah, the betting odds are 83% Trump now. That's the latest.
83.
Yeah.
Nice. No, Kerry Lake, no reporting yet.
Carrie Lake, there's no reporting yet.
226 for Trump to 108, but then I flip flop over to here. Let's see.
Look, as long as they can hold, the thing is, if they can hold the House, which they will, the Senate's in play big time. If they take the
Senate's
Senate
in play, dude. Look
and
at
the
this.
presidency, you're talking about like open season for 2 years until the midterms. This is massive.
So we got 48 to 38 so far counted for the Senate. We're 3 away. We just need to take 3 to get a majority.
Well, also too, if you think about it, Harris was she was the tiebreaker, so it's close, man. It's razor thin. We'll have to see. Too early to call. Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Arizona, North Carolina, Georgia, Nevada. Although Georgia's is trending pretty heavy, Nevada too. So this is gonna be interesting to watch. I thought they already called Georgia, but not yet. Just saying it's still too early to call.
Where?
In Georgia.
No, Georgia, they're just douchebags.
And well, yeah, for sure. But North Carolina.
Newsmax has called North Carolina because Trump had 52% of the vote, 72%. And according to Newsmax, 82% is in Georgia. Trump's leading by 2 million votes.
That's crazy, man.
And if I go to Newsmax, they're also leaning heavy on Trump. Fit with Trump with 2 million lead, 2.3. Oh no, sorry, 200,000 lead, not 2 million. 200,000 lead with 2.3 to. I know that's more voters than I'm adding votes. I'm just like the Democrats.
Yeah, 2 million. That's how much we have. That's
million.
amazing.
That's how many he's got ahead in Georgia.
You know what's wild is like, so I'm watching. I just happen to be on Fox. They're watching. So Wisconsin, it's 49.4 Trump, 49.1 Harris, and then Kennedy is 0.5%. They left him on the ballot.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
bad.
He tried to remove himself.
No, they wouldn't let him because they knew that would filter people.
What were we talking about? Wisconsin?
Wisconsin, yeah.
So Newsmax has Trump at 54.7% against Harris's 43, but 95% is in already. There's no way she has a path to victory. He's 400,000 ahead in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I don't see how that happens, dude.
I don't see a path.
I can't see in the comments. Put some of the comments up there, dude.
What's that? They're all, yeah. So Newsmax is weighing heavy on Pennsylvania too. Trump with 50.5. He's ahead by about 60,000 votes.
And what percent of the votes in?
Only 50. Like, where's the other 50%? How is Pennsylvania so backwards? They called Virginia went to Harris.
We saw happen with Massachusetts. Those stupid people live there. Why would you vote for Elizabeth Warren? She's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but that was obvious. I mean, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, Deaton had 33% of the vote. They called it way too early, too.
Yeah, they did it on purpose. I mean, he's going up against Elizabeth Warren. She's entrenched, not just in Massachusetts, but in the Senate. They're not going to let her go. They're not letting someone like that go. That's a tough one. This is a hard race.
Well, as long as Trump wins and we own the House and Senate, she's demoralized and becomes a typical bitch.
Yeah.
All she does is bitch about stuff.
Sir John saying waiting for suddenly delivered mail ballots in PA to turn the situation and save the democracy. They're printing them up in China as we speak. They're going to fly him in at 1 a.m.
I don't think that's going to happen this time around, man. I really don't.
I was playing the InfoWars. They were explaining why it can't. It's because we have eyeballs on every single polling place. So all the shenanigans immediately get reported to the lawyers, immediately get posted up on X, immediately get posted out to the public. And so the shenanigans are getting shut down relatively quickly. Not everywhere. There's been cheating going on. Trying to get
South
the balance of
Carolina.
power.
South Carolina, 58% to 39%.
Dude,
Trump.
we picked up another Senate seat. I don't
With
know which
who?
one it is. We picked up some House seats.
Interesting.
And why is it so hard to find the damn list of everything?
I don't
Let me
know.
go over to AP. AP. Oh no, that's Rick Scott. Where are the latest calls? Doesn't say. We definitely have more pro crypto seats now. Apex, at this moment, this looks like the red wave. I remember Chip predicting in the 2022 midterms. We talked about that in 2020. There was going to be a red wave, and it was suppressed. There was a red wave. It just they cheated. They cheated it out.
Yeah, they cheated. That was it. It wasn't suppressed, but it was cheated. That was the main thing that happened there. Let's see.
I don't know.
Ohio, 55 to 43% with 79% in. She won Ohio.
She won Ohio.
If you look at this, look at that. It's all red. Look at that.
We're taking Ohio.
That's all red.
Yeah, we got Ohio.
Brett Beard's got something wrong with his eyebrows. I want to punch him right in the eyebrows. Such a weirdo. That dude's so weird.
Fox News or AP, it's a little sluggish. Fox News, let's see where they're at. They're also sluggish. 205. Come on.
Look at these two. They're on their phones. They don't give a shit what Brett Beard's talking about.
No.
And Brett, look at this guy. Brett Hume is like, this guy's, wake him up. My God. He's half alive, this guy.
Trying to figure out what's there we go. Here we go. Senate races. Missouri for Josh Hawley. That's who we just took.
Hawley, I love it.
Yep.
Ted Cruz won. That was I was a little bit worried about that. They won Texas, but that was a good one too.
And Tim Kaine won in Virginia, the Democrat.
I can't believe Hung Kao didn't win there. I thought Hung Kao would win in Virginia.
Yeah, I thought he had it locked in.
That's mine. That's yours right there. One of those. Yeah.
I need a drink.
Me too.
Sherrod Brown, incumbent senator from Ohio, is about to lose his seat. Sherrod Brown's losing?
What?
What's the
Sherrod Brown would be huge, dude.
That would be a big loss. Let me see. Ohio.
Sherrod Brown, that was the race we were talking about last night.
Dude. Sherrod Brown.
He's anti-crypto bitch.
Yeah, Moreno 2.3 with 50.8%. Moreno's ahead by 200,000 votes, 230,000.
Dude, that would be 78%
in. That would be massive.
That'd be a huge pickup.
And that'll put us at 50. And then we got to get Kari Lake. We're crushing the Senate.
Sherrod Brown's about to lose.
Yep.
Sherrod Brown against Moreno.
Sherrod Brown.
That's a huge one. Ever, man. Say hi to my boy Matt.
Oh, Matt.
This is my old college buddy. We've been buddies since we were 20 years old, something like that. 19, I don't know. Back in the day.
Same haircut.
We had the same. He said we had the same haircut. Yeah. Well, when I met him, he had hair down to his ass. So I mean, you know,
it's not that I'm jealous or anything.
He said not that he's jealous or anything with the ball. There you go. That's all good. Laura Ingraham is the only person that matters in this panel, dude.
Oh yeah.
Everybody else is
irrelevant.
Brett Bear has got his skin pulled back so far He looks surprised with his eyebrows. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, look at this right there,
Who
dude.
else was called?
I can't believe Kyle
Nebraska's
lost.
winning states.
It was a
What's that?
Hung Kyle lost, man. That's so sad.
Yeah, that was yeah. I can't believe that.
That is so sad, man. I'm so shocked about that shit. Look at the majority in the Senate, though. It's 49 to 30. What? Is that
Yep,
right?
we're crushing it right now. Yep.
Dude, so we got the House. We're going to win the Senate and the House.
I
We're going
think
to
we're
keep
gonna
the
win.
House. And,
We're gonna get the Senate.
by the way,
Kerry
Kerry
Lake
Lake is losing, dude.
What? No,
Yeah.
it's just reporting bad.
52 to 48%. But how much of the vote was in, though?
48%.
Arizona's losing.
Arizona's losing because they destroyed the Arizona electorate there. They let the legals run rampant in Arizona.
Same with Arizona. So Arkansas
Arizona is
has
red. I don't care.
Trump
how you look at it.
62.9 to 35% with 63% of the vote in.
Yeah.
Harris has Colorado. Of course, that's a blue state. A pile of shit.
Democrat. We've gained a seat, and we flipped a seat. We have already flipped one.
That's
Freaking
good.
awesome. Fucking awesome.
Dude, Hurd is up in the House, Colorado House. Holy shit.
Huh. Wait, Colorado.
Colorado House is weird. It's like trending. It's trending Republican, which is weird.
Oh, I'm in Senate.
That's
Let
weird.
me look. Here's the seat.
Connecticut, 50. Of course, you won Connecticut. Dude, only 185,000 to 147,000 in Connecticut. That's like nobody. Like nobody turned up to vote.
It's crazy.
Connecticut, of course, Murphy won over Corey for the Senate.
Look at all the declared.
Delaware, Harris over Trump, of course.
About to crush them.
So Matt's saying that Breitbart's headline is MAGA on fire.
Yeah,
So
I would say that.
we pull this out, dude. We don't have to hear from that cackling bitch ever again.
That's
Oh,
right.
God,
Thank God.
God, please
Let
help
her
us all,
leave.
please.
Let's see what we got here.
It's too much, man. Too much.
AP calls Ohio Mike Carey. AP calls Texas Brian Babin. I don't even know who these people are.
Hey, what's
Tony Gonzalez.
what's the chat saying? I can't see the chat, unfortunately.
Oh, I've got it in my other
What's
mode.
What's Apex saying there? Sherrod Brown.
How
What
is
did you just have up
NBC?
there?
How is MSNBC doing?
They might be they might be in bad shape, dude. You know what we got to put on?
Crypto market's
MSNBC
crushing.
or CNN. Yeah. Look at Georgia,
Hey,
dude. Check this out. 51 to 48%. That's
Georgia
something.
done.
Look at that, dude. That's
I got
something.
nothing to say.
48 to 51. Oh my God, dude. Look at North Carolina. Crushing it in North Carolina. They don't tell you how much 75% of the vote in. Yeah, he killed North Carolina. That's
Yeah.
why, remember, she pulled her funds out like for all of her
Yep.
advertising 2 weeks ago.
Yep. Look at Apex. Guys, I've been waiting for
Dude,
this
look at
moment since
Pennsylvania.
2013.
He's leading Pennsylvania. Wisconsin. Look at this. It's neck and neck. 51% in.
Yep. Destroying
Please.
them.
Dude, look at Michigan, dude. 49 to 49% with 22% in.
Yeah, Michigan's close. Michigan's got to flip. We got to see Michigan go red.
We got to see those Muslims come together. That's a huge voting block right there, bro.
Yep, Michigan and Minnesota.
Yeah, and Minnesota too. Look at that shit.
Trump.
Oh, Nevada.
We got this. Mega rich. All right, what's Bitcoin doing? Come on.
By the way, so this just in. New York Times has Trump with 82% chance of winning. The New York Times, baby.
The New York
Holy
Times.
shit. We're going to pull this off, and we are going to conquer, man.
It's going to be amazing. Everything
We
across
got
the
to do it.
board.
We got to pull it off. I was happy to see, because in the early voting, you had 60% female to 40% male. And the men turned out today. That was like one of the big things that was missing. So that's a huge sort of I was shocked by that because I thought, like, why would the men turn out? But they were turning out in droves. MAGA turned out.
Look at the market cap, dude. Things are crazy right now, and there's some big volume,
look,
big numbers across
and
the board.
Bitcoin's what's Bitcoin at, dude? What's the number on Bitcoin? What's that, dude?
73,933.
73,000. That's like an all-time high, dude.
It hit an all-time. It was over 75 for a minute. Yeah. Doge is Doge.
Look at that,
dude. Doge is at 20. It's at 20 cents right now.
No shit.
20 cents for Doge.
Look at this, Sourpuss.
The SHIB.
So in Milwaukee,
they need to burn half the SHIB so we can get that thing up there. Let that shit go to $1.
The Shibarina, Shibo,
the Shibarium.
The Shibarium. The Shibarium.
The
Look at this guy's
back,
loading
the
shit up.
SHIB is back to 1922.
That guy's loading shit. He's loading ballots in there.
Those aren't pizza boxes.
He's tabulating ballots. You know, so when I went to the polling thing, like I filled out my thing, you put it in the machine, right? Why is this guy tabulating votes? Why is that dude tabulating votes?
Georgia's called.
Did you see that?
Georgia has been called by Newsmax.
Newsmax called Georgia?
That's called, and North Carolina.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wisconsin 49.5 to 49%. Dude, Wisconsin is on the edge, dude. If he loses Wisconsin, there's no Wisconsin is 49 to 49, but just like a half percentage point with 53% in. Man, that is going to be.
And PA is leaning heavy red. That's only 50% in, but fuck.
Dude, you've got to get. Yeah. Dude, if he can pull down Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, it's over. That's it.
It's over.
Michigan, I don't think he has a chance. I don't think he has a chance at Michigan. I honestly don't. But I think Wisconsin. When I saw Mark Halperin say, like, forget about Wisconsin, when I saw her, she already lost North Carolina, but I also think that Pennsylvania, man, they both spent so much time there. It's got to be. It's got to be.
Sensei saying if Trump wins, Doge and XRP are going to rip. I don't know, but XRP to 55 cents. Doge will be like $1.
and XRP will be 48 cents.
the 48 cents. The SHIB.
It's like Doge will go to $3.40.
Right, exactly.
Doge will break XRP's all-time high. You know, I could just see that happening.
And then the Shibarium will be sitting at $1. People, there'll be trillionaires rolling around, and XRP will be here at 50 cents. Come on,
They
XRP.
Still say it's too early to call Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Arizona, North Carolina. Dude, I thought he already won North Carolina. Didn't we get somebody calling North Carolina already? And Georgia?
Newsmax.
I thought North Carolina and Georgia were already clearly in Trump's column.
According to Newsmax.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Newsmax has called it. AP and Fox News are lagging because they don't want to. They don't want people. They want to drag this out longer. They don't want to. They want to just antagonize us forever.
What's this guy talking about, dude?
I lost that guy a long time ago. That guy's boring.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Apex Crypto said, I think if Trump wins, the silent majority crypto holders will be found to be instrumental in this election. Yes. Be XRP
I agree
holders.
with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. I mean, they underestimated that. But of course, the voters in Massachusetts are dumber than rocks. Who would elect Warren? Who says Warren's my that's who I want to represent me? Nobody. Wah, wah. Dude, look at this. Pennsylvania, 51 to 48% lead. Dude.
Yeah, Pennsylvania's definitely fallen.
Pennsylvania is in the crosshairs, man. Wow. This is
all
insane.
That's going to be red. That's going to be all red. Red.
North Dakota.
Virginia.
Dude, North Dakota is like 70 to 20%.
Virginia. No. Where's North
Dakota? Look at North Dakota.
Dude,
look at this. North Dakota, 70% to 24%.
Oh, yeah. North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska.
How many people live in North Dakota? 300,000 people?
Not that many. North Dakota, South Dakota, Trump. Minnesota is leaning heavy.
All I gotta
How
say,
many
Jeff, is we gotta know who is the winner tonight. None of this bullshit. Close down the polls at 10:30. None of that shit.
Yeah, I think we'll know. I think we're gonna know.
You gotta know, dude. We go in this. I want to see a victory speech, man. I want to see F you, Harris. Did you see like they're all up in arms when Harris said that we got to take out the trash, and the trash name is Kamala Harris?
Yeah. Oh, that was great. That was awesome.
They're all up in arms. I can't believe you called. Well, you called one person trash. Meanwhile, Biden called 50% of the country trash, right?
Exactly.
Probably bigger than 50% of the country. So,
yeah.
Fannie Willis won re-election. What a piece of
Fannie.
That's
Fannie
Atlanta for you, man.
Let's look at some Senate seats.
Yeah, I was watching JV on the feed earlier, and he's on fire, man. Awfully close, whoever wins. All right, so North Carolina is now 50.7% to 48%, with 84% of the vote in.
It's all up to Penn State.
It's getting close. It's all. Yeah, Jeff, pull up Real Clear Politics and see what they got going on there.
All right, Apex saying as a Minnesota native.
Look at this, dude.
Minnesota never leans Republican.
They called Iowa.
Iowa crushed it. You don't win without Iowa.
Dude, you remember what they were saying that she was trending in Iowa? I said, go F yourself. That's bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, she's up. I'm like, dude, she's not up in the reddest state around, dude. No way.
Well, you've got Joni Ernst in Iowa wins. You got Chuck Grassley.
They got the pig call. Sweet. No way. I told everybody this. I'm like, forget about the bullshit you're hearing about Iowa. Iowa is all Trump. They're like, no, but she's trending. I'm like, forget about it, dude.
Iowa called. Boom.
And as I have to say to Jeff, we were right again, as usual.
Again, as usual.
As usual.
And he crushed it with that 55%. Crushed it. Man.
Iowa. I can't believe Iowa just called. He crushed Iowa. So look at the vote counter here. 211 to 117.
Yeah, that's but then if you look at the ones that are ahead of the game, which is Newsmax, 242 to 108. They're not.
New York is not. We haven't heard much about New York, but New York is crushing in the House.
New York is way blue. Fuck New York.
People will get their asses handed to them. The migrants will take all their jobs. We'll take all the shit. Nobody's like, oh, I don't know. We'll just keep voting for the Democrats.
Right. All the businesses are leaving.
What I say is, I hope you enjoy the pain. I hope the pain gets harder for you. I hope it gets deeper for you because you deserve it. You voted for it.
Except for all the people we know.
Well, the people we know that are going to survive. They're survivors. But
guys coming from two people from New York, so we can say that
two ex people from New York, two ex New Yorkers.
Ex people.
We don't live there anymore, Jeff.
That's true. No,
and there's good reason for it.
Yep, and never again. No way.
So let's see what Brett Baer is going to call next. So the Ohio.
Other than Skinny Alice, have you ever been to the
Finger Lakes? What's weird about the Ohio House with 51% of the vote in, they're losing the House seats. Blues winning all over the place. Oklahoma, 66 to 31%, with 92% of it in. Why don't they call that, dude?
Newsmax has it called.
Oh, they did. Okay, they called it. Okay.
Newsmax did.
Pennsylvania, 50.8% to 48%, with 59% of the vote in. If this thing holds, I think the early vote. My the one guy that always argues and bitches with me and puts up a fit with me on X said the electorate in America are stupid. They seem to come out in numbers to vote for corruption wherever they find it. I am amazed. I'm like, yeah, go F yourself, dude.
Minnesota,
this is America,
Wisconsin.
Bitches. This is America.
Michigan. Apex called it on AP. Michigan is now leaning Republican.
Get out, dude.
49.4. 49.4 to 48.8. That says the poll. The count.
You know what this? Look at this jackass is doing. This jackass over here is showing you how Harris is leading all these counties. Meanwhile, losing Georgia.
Right. What the
Dude,
fuck
put that
is
larger.
Georgia?
Put that larger.
Which
Put that
one?
larger on the screen. I mean, put the, like solo it. Just put it out like larger. But look at this guy. Look how he's showing like
Yeah.
Harris is winning by
Oh,
60%.
here you go.
This is Gatham County. Harris is like this is what's bizarro. Look
Dude,
at
are you
this.
touching stuff and it's moving? It's awesome.
It looked like that. It's just happened to,
Yeah, look at that.
look
Yeah,
at
you're
this.
like,
I was like 40%. It's like, it's going.
that's
It's like
funny.
65% to 32%. But that's Mecklenburg County. Look at that, dude. In Charlotte. This is what's so twisted about these guys.
That's North
You
Carolina.
can look at this right here. Look at this. Like this. 63% to 35%. Wake County. Come
Yeah.
on, man. This is some
Yep.
serious bullshit right here.
But North Carolina overall is leaning, according to everybody, even AP.
Right,
is
but why do
heavy-
they keep
heavy
showing
Trump.
her that she's winning? 63%
trying
over
to-
35.
right. 'Cause it's
63
just-
over
yeah.
56. 48 over, I mean, what the hell does that mean anything?
It means nothing.
This
It
is what's
means
so
that
stupid about these people.
Newsmax already called it. Look how stupid they looked. Steve in America, they're setting up for the big rig. John Doe Crypto, loving the stream. Loving the
Look at
stream.
Virginia. Look at Virginia IA. Look at that, dude. It's neck and neck in Virginia, dude. Look at this shit right here.
It's crazy.
Virginia IA. Holy cow. 72%
Virginia.
of the vote. Whoever thought Virginia would be in play for the Republicans? I never did. Because you know why? That's where all the
Amazing.
DC elites live. They don't live in DC. They all live in Virginia.
Right, exactly. Man, I
So I
can't
hope
believe PA is holding strong right now for
I hope
Trump.
that holds up, dude. I hope that holds up.
60%
We'll see what that,
in.
we'll see if that holds up, but I don't know if it's going to or not, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, hang on. I got to go get a drink. I need something.
A drink. Okay, let's see if I
I'm going
can.
to get something. I need something real quick. I just kept you
Let's see
in
if-
full screen.
Let's see if I can carry this right now. But they got to get off. So 72% in. This is incredible, man. 72% in. It's neck and neck. He's 1 percentage point up. This is insane. With 72% in Virginia, which is a stronghold of 13 electoral votes at stake right here. That's incredible. Holy cow. I never get this thing right when I'm looking at the other. I can't straighten it out here. I'm trying to. So we got Brett Baer with the weird eyebrows. Look at those weird eyebrows. That's Kellyanne. Yeah, it's so funny. Her and her husband, Ron Conway, got a divorce because he's such a leftist weirdo nut. So let's see what they got here. 49%. I'm thinking off of Virginia, 73%. That's insane. I'm just shocked at the way that's breaking down right now. That is incredible. We'll see what happens if they can hold up and he pulls off Virginia and we get Wisconsin and or Pennsylvania. It's over for Harris. There's no path for her to go forward. She already lost. And they haven't called Georgia or North Carolina yet, which is interesting. Now look at this. Michigan, 49% to 48%. That's insane. Look at Wisconsin, 49 to 48. It's tight. It's very tight. 56% of the vote in. Wow. Georgia, 51 to 48, but how much percent? 88%. You could pretty much say that Georgia is going to be in the Trump column, which we kind of always thought. It was for 2016. It went to Biden in 2020, but again, there are a lot of shenanigans going on. Got North Carolina, looks well into the Trump vote there, 84% in, 50 to 48%. Pretty solid. So I end up seeing how this is going to measure out. I mean, my God. Then you got Pennsylvania. Look at that, 50.8 to 48.2, 61%. There's a lot to go there. I wouldn't get too excited about that yet, but that's trending in the right direction. Wisconsin is a shocker, 50 to 48%. Now, Trump won Wisconsin in 2016. He lost it in 2020. But again, you had three of the biggest counties in Wisconsin that basically voted 115 or 120% electorate, which is physically impossible. But that's kind of how it went down. Georgia, 88% in. I still don't know why they're not calling it. That's what's weird. Look at North Carolina, 84% in, still 50 to 48%. Arizona, 49.7, 49.5. That is super close right there. My God. He needs to pull down Arizona. He needs to get that. Wow. This is really tight. Pennsylvania's in play, dude. This is incredible. Wow. Wisconsin. Democracy. Let's see what they end up calling here.
All
Oh,
right.
there's California. Okay, so that's what you picked up. So 191 because California's back under at 215. So Trump's
What
leading
happened?
a little bit.
That's on Fox
Well,
News.
yeah. So what's really tight is you got Wisconsin is right in play. You got Pennsylvania in play, North Carolina, Georgia. Georgia is about the one that looks the most inevitable to call first. I would think they're going to
Yep.
call that. Like
They're gonna wait.
88% in. I don't know what this
They don't want to
douchebag's
call
doing.
it. They keep
I don't know
holding.
what this guy is doing. He's doing some weird shit.
It's weird. They just want to drag this on so they can keep earning money.
Sit your ass
See?
down, dude.
Apex said they're holding off on calling Georgia and North Carolina until the polls close in the West. But the polls are closed already. California
Yeah, I think-
closed.
Did it close already?
Um,
I don't
yeah,
think
they're
it closed
expe-
yet.
Oh, maybe California.
No.
No, they're
No, it
waiting
didn't close
results
yet.
until 11.
Yeah, but California, forget
Oh.
about California.
Yeah,
California's
they're
not
open
going.
until 8. You're right.
Yeah,
That's
so not
exactly
gonna
Apex
happen.
is right. They're holding
However,
off on
there were
those
three.
two.
There were one or two counties in Pennsylvania that they were going to open till 10 because of the fraudulent shit going on there.
Right.
The GOP took them to court and they said they got to open until 10 p.m.
Mhm.
So we'll see. But look at Arizona. Look at that's pretty tight. 50 to 80 for 48%, and they got 54% of the vote in.
It looks blue.
That's crazy.
Andy Kim.
Look at Iowa. Don't you remember they're gaslighting us with Iowa? So full of shit. I said, "There's no way, dude. They're gonna lose Iowa."
Yep.
That was a distraction. Yeah, Iowa's in play and she's trending. That's why you never believe these bullshit polls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brett Baer is not happy, which I'm enjoying. Brett Baer is not happy, and that makes me super happy because he's not a Trump fan.
Dude, Fannie Willis did win. Who said earlier
Yeah, so
Fannie Willis won?
Yeah, we were. My buddy Matt was saying that Fannie Willis won.
They're stupid in Georgia too. What's going on in
They're
Georgia?
the dumbest. They're dumb. Well, it's Atlanta, dude. Not all of Georgia's like that. It's just Atlanta.
Like, what the hell's up with that?
Look at this right here. People under age 40. Look at that. Under age 30 are trending for Karras,
Mhm.
but not as much as they expected. Look at that right there.
Newsmax.
Amazing. The bottom line is they suck. This woman can't even answer one damn question.
Yeah.
She couldn't put a sentence together. I get it. Joe Biden had dementia, but what's her excuse?
Right.
She's
Nope.
60 years old.
There we
Meanwhile,
go.
you got Biden. Biden in his hate. Biden at 60 was 10 times better than her. I don't agree with his politics, but my God, you really have to wonder what a lame brain she is.
Steve in America, Atlanta's rigged. It rigged, not stupid. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good, better way of saying it.
Bunch of
Bitcoin.
rigged morons.
Here we go. I'm refreshing on Bitcoin. 74.3.
What's that?
Bitcoin. Bitcoin 74.3.
Huh? Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Oh, Polymarket. We go to Polymarket.
Yeah, so Rasmussen, Mark Mitchell saying that Pennsylvania is right for Trump. There you go. And Rasmussen's one of the best pollsters in the country. So there you go. That's important. And what is he saying? Is he saying it's pretty much in the Trump column? Or are you saying it's just trending Trump?
Polymarket has Trump at 93%, Harris at 6.6.
Dude, that's a big difference, Ed.
Yep.
Well, it sounds like it sounds like tonight we're going to go to bed knowing who the president is, which I was very concerned about initially because I thought that this would drag out. There would be like a whole bunch of. Yeah, that's what I want to know too. My buddy Matt's saying he doesn't care what time it is we want to know tonight.
That's right.
Because stopping this, the thing is that they didn't have all the advantages they had in 2020. They didn't have the mailboxes and all that stuff. It's like Little House on the Prairie.
The Senate is still sitting 49-39. Mike, they called
it's still trending Republicans.
We're still waiting. We need two more to take majority.
All right, so just in New York Times saying what is it, Matt? 87% chance of winning for Trump. New York Times.
That's it. Everybody's going.
We gotta silence it forever. We gotta take back the country. Can you imagine the dream team? Just look at who they got. They got Bobby Kennedy Jr., who's gonna get rid of all the fluoride in the water, all the bullshit GMO stuff we have. He's gonna get rid of it all. I always said this. I went down to Chile for 3 weeks. Dude, I ate bread, I ate heavy shit all day long. I did the normal stuff, and I lost 8 pounds.
Yep.
How did that happen? Here, it's just nonstop. You look at the McDonald's fries. In Europe, there's 2 ingredients, salt and potatoes. Here, there's 13 ingredients, 12, 13 ingredients.
And no potatoes.
And no, no potatoes. Huh? Do MSNBC. We're gonna flip over to MSNBC. MSDNC and see what they got going on there.
Greg Tesk from Inville, Queensland. On the chain. What's up?
What's up, people? We are calling it here tonight. We are going live. We are live with the totals.
Oh, Stephen America is bringing up a good point, which is part of their plan because they need the ground forces on the ground starting November 6th. Steve says, wait until they cut off the payments to the Venezuelans living in hotels. November to January is on. Probably.
Can you imagine?
I think it will be.
They'll be going back themselves. You won't even need to deport them. They'll be like, hey, it's too cold up here.
Shit. The Democrats just picked up another seat, but it was one of their own. They're down one. They lost a seat because they suck.
You know what's so funny is look at this on MS and DNC. Look at how cheerleaders they are, dude. They're showing you that Harris is up 73% in Dane County, not in Wisconsin. Look at the freaking map. Look at how red the map is here.
I know, it's amazing.
Dude, put it big. Put it big.
Except for the Fox map. Fox.
Dude, put it large. Look at the map. Put it on the main screen.
Oh wait.
Put me on the main screen.
There you go.
Look at that.
Where
Look at this. And what are they talking about? They're talking about the counties that she was big in, right? It's ridiculous. Yep. Look at that.
He's crushing.
The worst Republican performance. Yeah, 56%. Look at the freaking map right there. I mean, obviously where the populated areas are going to be blue, but 60% in.
Mm-hmm. I like the Newsmax map better. Newsmax, it's got a really nice map.
Oh, you gotta watch the liberal media.
Colorado's blue. Colorado went to.
So the polls are closing in 3 minutes, dude. 3 minutes for the California and Washington are closing.
Washington and Oregon.
But you pretty much know how that's going, dude. We're not picking that shit up.
Arizona is now tipping right to Trump. 54 in, 49.7.
Arizona's tipping to Trump? Oh, I love the sound of that.
According to Newsmax. Newsmax always is a step ahead.
Look, it's Mark Cuban. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's Mitch Meta.
Oh, shit.
Look at the face, bro. Look at the face.
Look how happy they are.
That's not happy face. That's not happy, dude.
Apex said another damn anti-crypto senators losing. Tammy Baldwin in Wisconsin.
Oh, that's
They're
awesome.
Yep.
So we got
need
two of them
that.
going down. We got
Another
two
one
going down. And those piece of shits over at Fair, what was that called?
Fair
Shake. They were pieces of shit. They
did nothing to support Republicans.
They did nothing. Reports. It was just a partisan piece of shit garbage. Yeah, that's right. It was going well. Look at Georgia, 50% to 48%. Look at that right there, dude.
They just need to call Georgia like Newsmax did.
Just call it, dude. It's 89% of the voting. Are they going to wait till they get to 95% and then give us this? Oh, we got to stop the voting because there was a breakage in the water main.
Exactly.
This is such bullshit, dude.
The Senate territory here.
This is
Where's
so
Arizona? Gary Lake is losing.
That's hard to believe, dude.
Man.
This is weird.
Did someone spill red ink on the map? John Doe. If you look at this map, the Newsmax map, there's no blue.
That's the Newsmax map. Look at that. It's crazy. You know, the funny thing is, if you think about how many counties in the whole entire U.S. are red, but it just happens to be with a concentration of people out of the big cities is all blue. You know what you just need to do? Yeah, I have some.
This was supposed to be 2020. The deep state. We do need the House and the Senate. Steve in America. Steve. Sherrod Brown is done.
Sherrod Brown. See you later, douchebag.
250,000 votes behind. That guy's done. Apex. Get him out of there.
Try them. Yeah, they're good.
We get him out.
It'll make you feel better. I have the other ones too. I think I have the other one in there.
But Kerry Lake's got it. It's too soon. But where's Kerry Lake? AZ, yeah, definitely too close in Arizona.
NBC News can project. What are they projecting? Oh, she won California. Oh, that's a shocker.
Who won?
Harris
they're projecting California. They just opened, or they just closed, and she won California.
Well, they're saying 54%. Idaho, Trump.
We're in the free state of California. They're in the social fascist state of California.
Dude, believe it or not, Washington is too early to call.
They turned even Netflix, even Newsmax has put California to her.
Dude, come on. We don't ask anybody for a voter ID. We don't. I mean, come on. There's no way who would ever win that.
California is worse than New York.
All right, so now it's 214 to 145. 214 to 145.
What number are you looking at?
Not a single swing state's been called right now, but it's not that it's too close to call, man. I don't know. I think she's got.
We're 24 away. Georgia's coming to us.
Georgia's coming. North Carolina's coming.
We're getting North Carolina.
And I think Wisconsin. I'm not sure about Pennsylvania, but I think Wisconsin's coming.
Michigan.
I could be wrong.
Michigan's red right now. But Newsmax.
Michigan 51 to 46%. Michigan's gone. Michigan's not happening. Wisconsin is 49 to 48% Trump in the lead.
Look at that. Helion Tron is saying it's going to be a tie. Screw that if it goes to a tie.
Well, Trump is winning 49 to 49% in Arizona, 49.6 to 49.5%. Holy crap, that's thin margins, man.
Even the AP is better than in Fox News. The AP has got Trump at 214. Fox News.
Oh, MSNBC had it there too. So Steve Garvey against Adam Schiff. Let's see what's going on there. Too early to call. If Steve Garvey defeats Adam Schiff, Schiff is gone because he gave up his house seat.
Oh yeah, Shifty Schiff.
50 shift.
But PA,
And Steve
man,
Garvey.
we get Georgia, North Carolina, PA.
No, I watched the debates with Steve Garvey against Schiff. He just very much like Deaton destroyed Warren. He destroyed her. He was freaking merciless. He was phenomenal. 48 Republicans seated to 37. One net gain.
Yep.
Why does it say one net gain? I thought there were two.
Damascus just said, I've been just meditating and holding my coins. I needed to find peace with all the financial info. The DXY and the 10-year are all crazy.
What does that mean, Matt? What is that? 48 to 37%. What does that mean?
You know what? They
should. They only had one
California.
pickup. I thought they flipped one and they had a net ad.
They should take Southern California, i.e., San Diego. They can take that whole middle section, and then everything kind of like outside of San Francisco, all the farm areas that are all Republican. San Diego, that's predominantly Republican, and get rid of all the stuff in the middle. That's where the Democrats hang out in California. Oh, Democrat territory.
Oh, now they're talking about delayed results. Here we go. Delayed. There's going to be some delayed results, according to Rachel Madcow.
That was John Doe. John Doe. I'm so proud of this country right now. Hoping we as a majority, literally and figuratively, set our nation back on path. U.S. residents are setting government policy tonight. That's
Set
right.
it free, baby. I agree with that, John Doe. Set us free.
Oh, Damascus is VetBro. I thought Damascus was a friend of VetBro, but Damascus says, I'm VetBro. Sorry, it's
what is she
frozen
saying
for a
right
while.
now?
Who?
What's she trying to talk about?
Mad Cow.
She's a nut job, dude.
Who's that? Maddow?
Yeah,
Are you on
Mad Cow.
MSNBC?
Look at Mad Cow. She's an idiot.
There you go. Newsmax. Newsmax is all over. They reported North Carolina a while ago. Nobody else wants to.
Yeah, Wallace, she's such a dipshit. God almighty, she's so dumb. Hang on a second. I'm gonna try to
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Denver officials investigating possible voter and ballot fraud.
Yeah, she's always out of it. She's a nut job.
Officials are investigating potential voter fraud after Denver election staffers who were manually reviewing ballots discovered voter signatures didn't match. The 60 possible phony votes were not counted. Yeah, how much more is there? It's fucking Colorado. Of course, there's cheating in Colorado.
What'd she say? Those people are out of their minds.
Trump wins Ohio for third straight election. Let's go, Newsmax. Florida abortion rights amendment fails. Six-week abortion ban in Florida. You're not coming here to terminate and murder a fetus.
I'm gonna try the app, Jeff. Hang on 1 second. I'll leave here and come back.
Out goes Chip. Back to Fox. Oh, no. Yeah. Trump's opening speech to Gary Genza. You're fired. It's going to be amazing. Trump's speech is going to be so epic. Think about exactly what Elon Musk is going to do. Ron Paul is going to crush it. Elon Musk. Trump is going to be so vindicated. It will be an epic speech. Bringing the power back into the hands of the people. Oh, I lost my Newsmax coverage.
So, here's a question here. How come this one's show? I'm trying to is there a way for Trump to fire Gary Gensler, there's two things. He could demote him but the main reason is they would have to pass the whatever that bill is from Tom Emmer called the SEC. I forget what it's called, but they would have to pass that, and then they can absolutely get rid of the chair position. He'd be gone. But I think they can. I think I saw Eleanor Tarrant post something the other day on X and said that he could be demoted. So that's kind of how it'd go. How's Steve Garvey doing against Adam Schiff? Yeah, so it's too close to call right now.
Shifty
How come I can't put these on the stage? Can you?
Are you on your laptop?
Well, no, I'm on the app right now.
Oh, I don't know about the app.
iPhone, and it says, let's see, join the chat.
I don't know about your funky devil iPhone apps.
Well, it's the only app they make they don't make one for Android. So, but I click on it, it says show on the stage, and I click on it, and nothing shows on the stage.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know why.
How that works. What are you putting up? Shifty Shift?
There's a couple here. Let's see. Trump gets the Secret Service. Really has to be on top of things. Yeah, if Trump wins, he's going to hiding for 3 months, so he doesn't take him out because that's the next thing they're going to try to take him out.
Oh man,
crush him.
Who knows what they're going to try to do? I mean, it's
Look at this. Look at Georgia right there.
Georgia.
51. Look at that.
They just need to call it. Just call it. What's wrong with the AP? Georgia's done.
It,
they're counting California. If you're so
51
backwards,
to 48%.
If you're so backwards that they're still counting,
how much of it's in? How much of the vote's in?
You know how many people live in Georgia?
Look at these guys are trying to
There's 11 million people in Georgia. 11 million. We have more than twice that number.
I mean, what's the percentage in? Like if it's 90-some%, it's
They're
over.
So
dude.
weak.
52 to 48. Come on, it's over.
Yeah. Population in North Carolina.
Dude, look at Wisconsin. The same number.
North Carolina is equal. North Carolina and Georgia have a problem.
You know what these liberal
half the
stations
population
do?
of Florida, and they still can't count. Man, Moreno won Iowa.
Look at this, 50 to 48% in Wisconsin, but they don't show you the percentage it's in.
No.
What's the percentage in though? Broken record, my ass. Good shit, dude. Put on Newsmax. Let's find something else here. We need to find something new. This is bullshit.
Chad
shit,
Nauseum coming in from Celebration.
Moreno won Iowa. Damn right, Moreno won Iowa. That is awesome.
Dude, Trump is
Look
now up.
Pennsylvania.
Trump's crushing Arizona right now.
51% to 47%. But they didn't tell about the how many returned.
Oh, he's crushing on.
He's winning in Pennsylvania, 51 to 47, dude. Holy
Michigan.
Shit. He pulls
Michigan
out
is turned.
Wisconsin or Pennsylvania, it's over, and we will shut those bitches
Minnesota.
up.
Minnesota's only 12. Wisconsin is 62.
Yeah.
Michigan's a little backwards too with 30%. What's wrong with Michigan? They're way too slow. But the whole world's turning red.
Well, I hope
Democrats,
so, dude.
all they can see is red. Red everywhere they look.
I think I'm turning very red. I really think so.
Man.
Look
Awesome.
at this. Dude, you can see the unhappiness on the Dems' faces. Oh my God. CNN is in mourning right now. Oh.
I gotta look at the other map.
Is that fake Tapper? That's fake Tapper, yeah. Fake Tapper looks he looks depressed. Fake Tapper is not happy. look at look at fake Tapper. Look at him. He's unhappy, dude.
Oh,
look at how
it's
unhappy
awesome.
he looks. Look at him. Zero energy. He's like, yep. Fake Tapper. Look at him. He's got nothing, dude.
What? That MSNBC? What is that?
This is fake Tapper on CNN. He's like depressed as hell, dude. My buddy Matt says he looks like he has a sign on his ass that says "Kick me." She doesn't know what's going on. She's like,
Moreno won Ohio, by the way.
Is there something wrong with the way she's talking?
Bernie Moreno took down Sherrod Brown. Sherrod Brown is done. It's been called. Plus, dude, we're at 50.
They're fucking around.
We're at 50. We need one more.
They're still screwing around.
One more to take. One more.
They're talking about Pennsylvania. They got tens of thousands of ballots to count. A mail-in at midnight.
Yeah, bullshit. Bullshit.
It sounds like the fix is in, man.
We took 2 Senate seats. We need one more Senate seat.
Well, if we win the presidency, then we got the tiebreaker.
Yep.
These people
crushing it. Look at this. Look at the house map. Look at that shit. That's some shit right there. Look at all that red.
51 to 47%, but it doesn't tell you the percent that's in. Fake Tapper is just in mourning right now.
Democrats lost 2 House seats also.
Put on Fox. I can't take these guys anymore. They're too much.
Oh, JD Vance.
Dude, Allegheny County.
JD Vance is definitely our +1.
Allegheny County. That's Pittsburgh, dude.
Shermanator. The Shermanator. The house is red.
Why by midnight, dude?
We're at 171.
Oh, that's awesome.
Russian.
Dude. So they're saying so Trump is 177,000 ahead in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
They're interviewing a guy. He's saying that they should have him by midnight. They should have everything in.
By midnight.
I don't like
better.
that at all. I don't like the
No.
at all. No.
By midnight, they're driving some shit in.
They're driving the mail-in ballots in.
So he said they're bringing them in from China.
Yeah, of course you did, you bastard. He's saying the provisional ballots were sworn in on Friday. He's asking them like what ballots are left. But we also heard too that there was going to be tens of thousands of ballots that haven't been counted yet in Pennsylvania. That sounds a little, scammy to me. But
Chad is calling Arizona. There we go. And Kerry Lake.
Jake Tapper is just depressed. Oh my God, Jake Tapper. Somebody sent a search party for fake Tapper. Yeah, that's a good point. When they say left to be counted, that means they're worried. Battleground Pennsylvania, dude. Pennsylvania is in play. Who would have thought?
It's amazing.
Holy shit! You know what? So Harris made a very critical error in choosing Tim Walz over over Shapiro, because Shapiro, who's the governor of Pennsylvania, at least the guy can put together a sentence. The guy is pretty sharp for the most part for being a Democrat, and I have to say that it was a and the reason they didn't choose him is because he's Jewish, and because they basically are Hamas supporters, and they were worried about the blowback from the party. But they made a critical error, because if they would have chosen Shapiro, they probably would have easily won Pennsylvania. Big misstep. Big critical misstep there, dude.
They took douchebag and they're losing that state too.
Yeah, let's put tampons in the boys' bathrooms. I mean, come on, dude.
Yep.
And all the allegations that came out of him with his so-called football players. I mean, come on, dude.
Yep. Yeah, listen to this. Here's Trump.
Good. Who knows? Maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand him a little crypto check, right? We'll hand him a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion.
But how do you want it to be more prominent in America? How will that work?
Oh, it's going to work easily. It's already prominent. it's moving along. It's very loosely regulated. That's one of the reasons it's moving along. But it is in the form of a currency, and it's going to end up benefiting the country. But if we shut it down, like, Biden's trying to shut it down, Biden doesn't have the intellect to shut it down. Can you imagine this guy's telling you to shut it down? He has no idea what the hell it is.
Funny.
But if we don't embrace it, it's going to be embraced by other people. It's a massive thing already.
Is that true?
You read where it's bigger than any company in the world.
50 to 48, one more.
If you look at the market, it's bigger than many countries.
Who's in play right now?
It's a very big thing. If we're not going to be the leader, we have the people that are the leaders. I know some of them. They're very smart. And if we don't embrace it, other countries are going to embrace it. Other countries will anyway. But we can be the leader, and we might as well be the leader.
Boom. How do you like that?
I love it. Dude, get rid of the Federal Reserve and enact tariffs. Get rid of all income tax. He will be the hero of all heroes for the end of time.
That's right.
I mean, amazing, right?
It's going to be unbelievable.
What are we on right now? What channel is this? It's a lunch break in Hong Kong. What the hell? Please. That was messed up.
Trump is going, Michigan is going to Trump due to the Arabs turning out for the protest vote against Harris. There you go. The Arab population there.
I don't know. Is that true?
I don't know. We'll see.
What else we got? Send it. Send it. Type in election results in the search there. Oh, that picture, watch that clip right there of Kennedy.
Yeah,
that's all his best bits.
Cocaine. Goat's milk latte drinking, avocado toast eating. Life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid. Can I take cocaine with my spouse?
No, sir. No, sir.
I did not call Senator Sanders an ignorant slut. I'm not talking about buying it, but let's suppose I came in one day and the cocaine was there. People who are bilingual, they speak English and stupid. I don't know why we have to give money to countries that hate us. They should be able to hate us for free. Looks like we're giving Lindsay Lohan the keys to the minibar. President Biden is sort of like Kevin Bacon at the end of Animal House, the cantina bar scene out of Star Wars. They wanted it like Ben wants J-Lo. I'm like Bluto in Animal House. I'm just fat, drunk, and stupid. Frankly, I can't because I can't get my head that far up my rear end. So stick it up there, fact checker. They can kiss my ass. Somebody at the White House has been smoking the devil's lettuce. Okay, we cannot run the greatest economy by putting fairy dust and unicorn urine in our cars. Urinate to get off the pot. My car doesn't run off fairy dust. My car doesn't run off unicorn urine. The spending porn on pet projects. It's just chock full of spending porn. There's an enormous amount of spending porn. Next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead, call a criminal, call a meth head. It must suck to be that dumb. I don't mean disrespect, but the mayor needs to take her meds. Christmas ornaments, drywall, and Jerry Epstein. Name 3 things that don't hang themselves.
He's fantastic.
Oh my God.
I love that Kennedy dude, man. He's awesome. Look at Wisconsin, 50.7 to 47%. With how much in, they don't tell you, dude. Oh, 65%.
Goat's milk latte.
Goat's milk.
Did you see this? Watch this shit. This is so funny. She takes a call supposedly from the DNC.
Yeah, then she shows the camera app. Yeah.
That's her camera.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
not live. Trying to gaslight us again. Horrible actor.
Yeah.
I think Rick Scott won, right? Rick Scott won.
Rick Scott won. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Florida was pretty clear.
I think Florida was up by 1
They're
million.
shifting.
That's incredible. With all the transplants from the Massachusetts, New York, Rhode Island. It came, huh? Yeah. All right, brother. I'm gonna sign off.
All right.
It's looking good.
We'll hang in here for a little bit longer, but not much.
Hang in,
Now
brother.
that California is counted, and
We'll just wait for. We need Wisconsin. That's true. If this holds, Matthew's saying the J6ers go free. Ross Albright is set free.
what's that?
Ross must be on his
Oh, yeah.
on his pins and needles, man. He must be like, oh shit. Trump gets in January 20th. Boom, Ross is free.
That's it.
The fact that I guy went to prison and everybody else skated, that's a crime, dude.
Yeah. According to our Netflix or Newsmax numbers, Steve said, "Do not underestimate the fraud." That's it. There's still
No, you can't underestimate it, dude. But it's a lot tougher to pull off this time. And the reason they didn't have standing in 2020, where they have standing now, is because they have attorneys on the ground early. They're catching stuff. They'll have standing. That's the whole difference.
no.
So
Can't believe fucking Fox
Peace.
News just waits and waits and waits and waits. They don't call anything. The AP finally called North Carolina for Trump.
Cruz won 54-44.
There we go.
Oh, Red 30 has shot.
Georgia's next.
F you, man.
Once Georgia goes.
See you later,
and-
Apex. I will see you guys later. So
Yep.
AP finally called North Carolina for Trump. That's good news.
That is good news.
They
That
haven't
means
called
Georgia's
it on Fox
next.
yet. Georgia's next.
Georgia,
But
PA is
again,
following.
But again, those were in the column. Those aren't the ones. Like, listen, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan. Those are the ones. Lose any one of those, there's no path. Trump wins.
Yeah.
You silence that cackling hen forever.
Even the AP map looks good. So,
Well, I mean, it looks like
Yeah.
a lot of red, but it's all about the electoral votes. You look at places like, Washington and New York, California.
yeah. Yeah. If you're here, if you're there, California's worth a lot.
Jeff,
A lot.
so
Lots.
Jeff's gonna fall asleep soon, so he's really trying to stay up.
I know.
Listen, I will tell you this: I will get texts from Jeff at like 12:30 or 1 in the morning. When he's like, he'll send me a news article. It's like 1 in the morning. I'm like, Jeff stays up pretty late, so I will say that. Oh, they do not look happy, dude. Look at Harris headquarters, dude. Look at them.
Well,
Look at that. Oh,
they know what's
God,
coming. They know there's no path, no path to victory for those.
It's the
those
party
clowns.
of joy, though, Jeff. They told us it was the party of joy. Look at look at that. It just looks like the Hillary thing all over again.
Yeah,
Where is the joy?
there is no joy. We need Arizona.
All I want to do,
We need Pennsylvania.
I want to text Mark Hamill and tell him he can go F himself. That's what I want to do. I worked with that guy for 5 years. He was never a bigger douchebag than he is now. So I just want to tell him. I think I'm gonna hammer him until I get blocked on X. I'm just gonna nonstop hammer him.
Dude, Bitcoin holding strong at 74.6.
Dude, Bitcoin's at 74.6, almost 75,000. That's incredible. Wow.
XRP holding strong at 53 cents.
What a disappointment.
Doge, 21 cents for the Doge. And then the SHIB holding at 19.43.
The Shibarium?
The SHIB. Shiba. The Shiba. What about that Trump coin? Did you get some of that Trump coin?
Not the Trump coin. I think I did the Trump NFTs, but that's about it.
We're going to wake up in the morning and Bitcoin will be back.
Look at Trump headquarters. It's rocking. People are excited. Look at that shit. That's Trump headquarters.
Let's see.
Oh, they took it off, bastards.
Ah.
Trump headquarters. Everybody's dancing, having a good time. That's a rug. That's some kind of a weird rug.
MAGA. The MAGA coin's rocking at 444. It's up 29%. That shit's going crazy.
There you go.
Parabolic.
Better than XRP, bitches.
No, yeah, 444.
All right, well, I'm signing off, boys and girls. Let's hope we go down with a Trump victory. I think we're still pretty solid for it.
Signing off at 11:30.
You've been on for the air for 3 hours and 24 minutes, Jeff. So just hang out until they call Wisconsin, Pennsylvania.
I don't think I can wait that long.
You have to, Jeff.
Nope. Nope. It's already called on Newsmax.
The OTC fam is waiting for you.
We already got it. 75% in. We're crushing it.
Arizona's tight. Arizona's tight, dude.
Mike said, I think this breaks the On the Chain longest show.
It is. It is the longest show. Boom.
Boom. Right 3 hours and 25 minutes. We're going to go to
Trump
3:30.
airdrops to Kamala and company. Wisconsin, 50.9 to 47% with 67% in. They're really slow count. They're slow rolling that shit, though.
Osman.
Wait, is that 89%? 85? They're doing that stupid shit again. Yeah. Come on, man. You can do it. You got to do it, dude. We got to get a Trump victory here. We got to do it until Trump's victorious. We got to see him just like, hey,
that might not be till tomorrow. Everyone's calling.
I got an early morning. You have to stay up all night. I got an early morning. I got a
train.
I have a 7:30 call.
I got to train people tomorrow.
I got a 7:30 call. I got a full day tomorrow. I'll go until like 8 o'clock at night tomorrow. So I can't do it.
I was up at 5.
CNN says that Kamala Harris's headquarters is reportedly silent. Still gonna get their asses handed to us. Shove it right up that ass.
Look at Adrian too. I can't believe these guys are awake. Man, Osman and Adrian over there. Bringing 4:30 a.m. over in London.
They're good people. That's why they're respected in the OTC community.
That's right.
Right. That's true. Right. You're right. It's the same. It's the same people. I mean, it's the same thing. But when they have to go into this shit every single time, Philadelphia County, she's up 77%. Who cares? I want to know the state. Douchebag. Come on, douchebag.
Yeah.
Sleep is hella important. Damn right.
Rushing her.
It is when you have meetings that last 10 hours tomorrow. That's for sure. Which is what I got going on tomorrow. And then dinner tomorrow night with clients. So yeah, it's going to be a
Nevada. I don't know about Nevada. Nevada's got 0 reporting. It's like it doesn't exist.
We shall see.
We got a little bit on the West Coast, a little bit there. There's not much blue going on. California needs to be split up. They have way too many electoral votes.
Yeah, I agree. Well, the census wasn't wrong. That's like Shapiro was talking about it. He was saying that they admitted the fact that they underrepresented Florida and they overrepresented like New York and other places. So technically, you get electoral votes based on that and representation. Right. So that's a big deal. And it's like Florida's grown like 24 million population now.
Yeah,
it's overtaken New York. I think New York's 21 million.
Yeah.
So Florida's become like a powerhouse when you think about it. In comparison, and people are leaving New York in droves. It's a shithole. I'm embarrassed to say that I'm from New York. I think you are too, Jeff. I mean, it's sad, but that's become an absolute shithole. So
I just tell people I'm from Detroit.
I'm from Detroit. Well, I live in Detroit too. I'm from Detroit. I'm from Detroit. I grew up just a small town girl living in a lonely world. I take the midnight train going anywhere. What do they say, South Detroit? That's not in South Detroit. There's no such thing as South Detroit. Yeah, this is incredible. New Jersey, dude.
It's
What about New
51 to
Jersey?
46% with Harris leading, so we'll see.
New Jersey's
Anyway,
been
OTC
leaning
family,
that way
love you
already.
guys. I was glad I
Oh,
got
look
to
at
jump
that.
in here, but I gotta cut off here, so I'll talk to you guys soon.
See ya.
Ship out.
See ya. That's right. People move from Detroit, move to Tampa. That's pretty true, actually. Oh, there's a big difference from upstate New York and New York City area. Upstate New York, it's more conservative. You've got the Finger Lake region. You've got the winery region up there. Completely different experience. And when you go like actual upstate versus when you're in New York City, they go upstate and they think, it's like, I don't know, like the Catskills, or they don't go that far out. Then you go upstate, it's like Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo. That's the true upstate New York. And you go to that whole region, all the border towns along Canada, that's upstate. Then you got that whole Finger Lake region, through the Finger Lakes around kind of Rochester, Syracuse area. That's pretty cool. Very, very cool. Wisconsin, man. I think we're going to pull this off. I know there's all this shenanigans, but just based on the feeling on the ground going into this, the excitement, the motivation. Whoops. Granted, it's coming from here, from the free state of Florida, and you kind of get the feeling, the gut emotion in the free state of Florida. But you look at all this red. Newsmax is calling stuff. It looks like, or this is AP. Sorry, this is AP. All this stuff is trending. We're going to see this stuff. Being they called North Carolina, Georgia's right around the corner. There's no way they don't call Georgia. You've got 91%. What are they waiting for? Obviously, they're going to call Georgia up. Obviously, they're close to calling Pennsylvania with close to 200,000. They're just embarrassed at this point. They're so embarrassed. Thank God Sherrod Brown is out. Sherrod Brown is absolutely done. So let's look. Let's look at these numbers. And let's see if the AP is being honest about it. Because the AP, Fox News, had already put this at 50. And so the AP is being a little dishonest about this whole thing. So let's go. Let's go to the Fox News. We'll go to the Senate. And we got 50. There we go. So we're sitting at 50. They lost their 2 seats. And there it is. Yes, officially done. Yeah, we heard about that. Then they extended the hours by like 45 minutes or an hour. So Georgia by 11:30 at night should be done. They shouldn't be talking anymore. Georgia was called over on Newsmax. Newsmax called it, but Newsmax is way ahead of everybody else. Newsmax is calling stuff, and then everybody else is falling in line. So as they call it, so we're starting to see things falling red. A small margin over at Arizona, but Wisconsin, big margin in Wisconsin. Small, looks like it's small margin in Michigan, but PA, it's got a nice margin, nice, healthy, like almost 200,000 vote difference on that one. 77% in. So it's so close. So close. And then we got Maine up there too. The same thing. It's like, what is going on? How do you not have a count in? How do you get such a small number counted in? Makes no sense. But they've got some of these, some of the areas. Man, see. New Jersey still gets breaking to Kamala. Kamala. It's all red. All red. Come on, we just need to pump that up a little bit. 24 more, and it's done. Done. That's it. It's a good idea. I need to get some ginger. The thing is that Thursday, I got home, sat down. My son had a stomach virus for a couple days. Got home, sat down Thursday around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Immediately, the TV was on and the TV lights were too bright. And from that moment until, I don't know, probably like 5 a.m. the next morning, I was pretty much throwing up. Like continuous, like all Thursday night. Woke up, then Friday, I could barely open my eyes Friday. And then Saturday, I woke up and I felt great, felt good. I won't say great because my body hurt, but then I had no voice. I lost my voice. So this is kind of ongoing. Then you lose your voice. Then then I was doing training yesterday and today. Then I did this. I probably, should have avoided doing this, and it doesn't help, even more to try to talk like this, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. We never had a lot of problems with counting votes until Obama. You know what? It's interesting. But Osmond, I appreciate that, but you're right. I should definitely get the ginger shots. I'll go pick some of those up tomorrow. That like a instant boost to the immune system. There is always something fishy with Detroit, Mike. Probably why we're not getting an accurate final count out of Michigan that's 40% in. Yes. We've got 283. We've got 38 in YouTube and 283 total. Got X rolling. Got no comments from X, though. Normally, throw some comments in. Like to see more people moving from X back over to YouTube just so we can see the discourse and commentary going on. Let's go to see what's going on with Fox. Huh. Yeah, there you go. That was Fox calling it for Moreno. And that was at 11:04. So that was important. These are the Senate seats they're calling. So Lake still trailing by a big number. Definite shenanigans over there in Arizona too. So electile dysfunction. That's right. Yes, electile dysfunction. That's funny. Let's see what we got here. Got to be some changes, some adjustment. Nothing. All right. I gotta wrap this, even though this will be solid. Man, I've been enjoying going through all this. Was looking forward to hanging out, putting all this together, looking at the outcome, getting some feedback, seeing how weak ass Fox News and AP is at actually calling when they called for every other time. They'll call for the Democrat side. Trump crushing over 100,000 votes, 91% in Georgia. Newsmax already called Georgia, already called North Carolina. PA is hanging on the fringe. I feel very confident, even though we felt confident in 2020. I think we're feeling even more confident this time around. A lot of the shenanigans have been caught. However, you always got to stay vigilant because we know how corrupted the other side has become, and they'll go to any means. Even when we wake up tomorrow, Trump is the victor. We got to stay very vigilant on what the other side is planning and plotting over the course of the next couple months, because Trump doesn't take over until January 20th. Adrian, CNN just projected Trump to win North Carolina. So they're falling. Everybody is falling in line with Newsmax. Newsmax just wants to get it over with, get the count, and let's call it a day. We just got the seat. Hang on. And this has been awesome. There's that. Nice. GOP. Oh, that gave the GOP the coveted chamber majority because of Bernie Moreno. That's interesting. And that was on Newsmax. So let's see before we go. Let me just look at a Senate recap. The House results, we have 175 Republicans. Governor results. Oh, Senate still sitting at 50, but I think we're right there, close to get the 51st. So obviously not in Michigan, but man, I appreciate all you guys. You guys are amazing. Let's all stay very confident and stay patriotic, right? This is going to be really critical going into tomorrow, waking up tomorrow, seeing the outcome, or staying up through the evening and making sure that we stay on point. So again, appreciate this, and we will see you guys on the next one. This has been a blast. I'll look forward to every other time. I'm looking for our OTC outro. So I am out until tomorrow with a Donald Trump victory. Let's go.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.
Man, Bitcoin's back over 75,000. All right, I'm out of here.